Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
Lame.
Oh, we were just here.
Yeah, look, it's the exact same shot.
I was gonna say it started really quick. I didn't know
All
it was
right,
been-
well, here we are.
Hello and welcome.
Hashtag here we are.
Yeah.
I am Travis Snell.
I'm Dylan Muss.
I am Kirkland Patzer.
And I am Taylor Field.
And I'm very
Last
happy.
one, none of us said any last names, but
Yeah.
we just did now.
I said Travis Snell.
Oh, okay. What did
I
you
always
do?
do.
Good for you.
We're here with Trebert.
Trebert. Yeah.
Well, never mind. That's a long story.
I won't even ask.
No.
Welcome to episode
Just listen to the
4.
Assassin's Creed one. Yeah, that's where I'm here to tell you, folks. We got some good news today. We're on the original trilogy. We're
Yeah.
starting episode
So some
4.
positivity
Contract. Yeah, so it's not
from-
just gonna be joking and positivity.
From other people than Taylor.
Yeah.
Well, you know, our
He's gonna shit on these movies.
our attendance for like the listeners is probably gonna spike because all these people are like, I'm not gonna listen to the original the prequel trilogy. I'm gonna wait till they get to episode 4. Then I'm gonna listen.
Who knows though? Because
I think
they
it was
might
fun.
wanna,
It was
they might
fun.
want to hear reviews of like the bad movie and like this jokes like.
The
Just,
Schmeat jokes.
if you're tuning in now, just go back and listen to the first ones just to hear our our controversy topic about Qui-Gon sleeping with Shmi. That makes the whole podcast. But anyways, if you want to watch it rolling with us, we're just at 20th Fox
Subtitles.
Lucasfilm. We're about to hit the
Sorry,
subtitle. I had it perfect all smooth, but no, we're at a long time ago in a faraway galaxy, or a galaxy far, far away. Sorry. So that's where we're starting. If you want to watch along. If not, we'll describe it the best we can. We may go off on a little tangents here or there, but
Yeah.
it's
We
for the good of the
usually-
cause. It's for the people.
It's for the people.
For the people.
And here we go. The first
For the
time
fans.
this was ever done. Episode 4.
So what's happened?
No, I
here?
just hate that it's 4 now.
What have we missed between episode 3 and 4
Well,
here?
you tell us. You're like Star Wars.
It's
Mega.
been-
Well, I gotta
20
read
years, 30 years.
the credits here.
Oh, okay.
It's a period
Now,
of civil.
this is this is good because we get to talk about this movie being so old. Like, this is the first movie to do anything like this. Like, I wonder how he came up with this idea. Like, just to have, we're going to start the movie with, rolling credits. It's a kind of a good way to set the film up, especially something like Star Wars that is so
Yeah.
out there to begin with, because I think this movie was looked upon when it came out as a kids movie, and everyone thought this movie was gonna suck or bomb. Like, it had no really faith around it. And then when it came out, it just became the biggest thing. So it's kind of funny that all this stuff that is, which once again, when we talk now, this is what I love about these podcasts. We talk about George Lucas back then. This is stuff that changed film and stuff that made this franchise big. This is iconic. You can never get a Star Wars film without this. Everyone knows what this is.
I think they were probably just cycling through Movie Maker intros. Just pick the
Movie Maker wasn't even a
This
thing
come
in
out, late
78.
70s, yeah.
This came out in 1978. I'm pretty sure.
Did it really?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
sure.
wait.
Yeah. So.
That was way earlier.
And
than
it
that.
still holds up. There's some stuff that's a little, but it's because there's not that much special effects. It's all they did the models and whatnot, but it still looks great.
I think the models make it a lot better than CGI.
Yeah.
Especially even Jurassic Park's original Jurassic Park models
Yeah.
are better than CGI. in my
Jurassic
opinion.
World's a good movie, but still, you love Jurassic Park because I'm more scared by those dinosaurs. Same thing we've talked about this with Lord of the Rings, in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's and the same thing why if no one's seen it, go watch Mad Max, where it's yeah, there's a lot of it's just cars, but it's there's no explosions, no action, that's CGI. It's all practical and it's huge scale, and that's one again with JJ, he's doing that. So I kind of hope in the next few years we get a resurgence on movies that want to do practical effects instead of just I feel like CGI was just it's so easy, and I feel like the movie that did that was Lord of the Rings. Unfortunately, I feel like once everyone saw Gollum, they're look what we can do, we can do everything. And that, even the costumes are a little bit I hate these costumes for the is the Rebellion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The hats I don't like. Those are a little so there's a little stuff
They're
that dated.
They're Tour de France.
Yeah.
Bikers.
But even some about C-3PO,
What if
he
they're
doesn't
coming
look
out the wrong door?
he doesn't look the other movies he was kind of CGI, and he had they made him look pretty. He looks so much better here. I know they're older here, but he looks like an actual droid. He looks real. Yeah, I don't like the helmets, but
Yeah, they don't really look that efficient. I feel like turning your head or looking up would be
Yeah.
a real struggle.
oh yeah.
And you don't want that in battle.
The wrong door.
Yeah. What if they go through a different door?
This is the only door.
They really expect all those guys are gonna take on the 2,000 Imperial troops on a giant capital ship.
Well, they gotta try. I mean, they're gonna kill him anyways, right?
I guess.
You might not see the stormtrooper bump his head because I accidentally put in the edited one.
No, he's still in it.
Okay,
I'm pretty
good.
sure. That wasn't unedited or anything.
Someone bumps their head.
It comes up after when Luke and Han are on the Death Star.
That's funny.
So there might be a few scenes or things added in here. We'll call them out. That was my mistake. I do own the original ones. I will make sure Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi is. The discs are beside each other, so I forgot. But I don't think in the first one they added too much. It was more.
Yeah.
It was more like in Return of the Jedi they added like aliens all over
Mhm.
Java's palace and things like that. Like, I think in this one does he put Java in?
In the edited version,
Yeah.
Jabba is in. He
Okay.
talks to Han Solo.
So we'll talk about that. But like, also,
and I think you see Boba Fett too.
Well, there's our first thing at Darth Vader. Great badass voice, which we won't be able to hear, but still.
This is the only time the Stormtroopers actually shoot and hit, I think, in the entire trilogy.
They want to impress Darth.
Possible.
They want to impress Darth.
Or this is
yeah.
Darth's like elite squad, the 501st.
It is the 501st, yeah.
So for anybody that hasn't seen Star Wars, Taylor, explain what's going on right now. What is Darth trying to do here?
Well, so far Darth has been scouring the galaxy, eliminating the remaining Jedi, but at this point in time, the Rebel Alliance has formed and they captured the Death Star plans. And the plans are to find a weak point in the Death Star so that it can be blown up and free the galaxy of tyranny. And so, the plans have been brought to Princess Leia. Oh, thank you. They've been brought to Princess Leia, and Princess Leia put them into R2-D2. Sorry. And so R2-D2 is about to escape.
You know what? If
This
you
guy's
haven't-
already lost the battle.
If you haven't seen this
Not
movie,
the war.
pause this podcast right now. Go watch the movie and then come back.
I'll watch it with the commentary track first.
Or that? No, but I'm
Be
saying if
quite
you've never
experience.
seen it, I wouldn't want someone to see this movie the first time with us talking.
No.
I'm saying if you've never seen Star Wars, watch
That's
it. Come
fair.
back.
That's fair.
Is this the remastered edition?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have the.
It's on DVD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
most
see,
likely then.
accidentally, the disc was right there, the original one, and I always forget. But what you gonna do?
That's the first time you see Darth Vader actually choke someone with his hand and not force choke.
And why do you think he does that?
Showing off his muscles.
Oh.
He's showing off
Subtitles.
to his troops.
That's what we need.
Put
Subtitles.
on some subtitles, would you?
My bad.
Look at that stormtrooper. He was looking at the wall
No,
like,
Spanish.
I can't see. Where's the wall?
Because their helmets
Oh.
can't see much.
There you go.
Look, they're looking at the wall.
Who's that actress again?
Carrie Fisher.
Well, he has great hair.
Yeah.
If you've seen Robot Chicken, the stormtrooper grabs the stormtrooper that got shot, and he says, he said sets guns to stun. He wasn't gonna hurt you, just stun. If you've seen Robot
Taylor.
Chicken.
Thank you, Taylor.
I don't know what that was, but
Watch Robot Chicken Star Wars. Always ill-informed as always, C-3PO.
Well, good. He's annoying. You don't want to tell this guy the plans.
He's the Jar Jar of this trilogy.
Yeah, but he's not that annoying. I'd
You
say
also notice in the prequels he doesn't even like talk that much.
No.
C-3PO. He doesn't have a major role.
especially that third one, he did not have much at all.
no.
He's annoying, but it's like he's almost kind of a funny annoying because he always gets something bad happens to him, and I guess Jar Jar did too. But I think Jar Jar's just so overbearing in your face. Like it's never like with him, it's always just C-3PO is always bouncing off somebody most of the time. That is kind of funny. Where like Jar Jar was, I guess, with Qui-Gon, but then he'd always be like getting electrocuted or like just the stuff that's like, come on, man. Like I don't need to see him stick his tongue in a machine. Like.
I so badly want to buy a stormtrooper costume. I just wish they weren't $800.
That's a valid point. I love the extras in this movie because you can tell they're not like the greatest actors, so they're always just like, but it makes it great. That's like,
It's not even an Imperial Senate because, well, I guess it's still around this time, but you hear the guys telling Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin, or Grand Moff Tarkin comes in the room and says the Emperor wiped out the last remains of the Senate and all that.
in the prequels.
No, in this one.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Because Grand Moff walks in with Darth and says, yeah, the Emperor just finished wiping out the last remaining officials of the Senate or whatever.
So does Darth know that that's his daughter yet?
No.
but okay, so they don't. Obviously, they say that she died with the kids. Don't you feel like he could have he would have known, like he would have sensed that it was his daughter if he's this whole powerful Jedi?
he might have sensed maybe there's a little bit of Force maybe presence in her, but
He's pretty weak then if he couldn't sense that. In my
Well, wasn't he
opinion.
like dying at the time? Because he was like burned.
No, but right there.
No, right there when he meets Leia for the first time.
Oh.
Why wouldn't he be like, "Hey, there's something odd," because she supposedly has the Force too, and usually they can sense that. It's like
Yeah,
Dexter the Dark
super
Passenger.
well, I don't
Super,
think
like,
that's the first
small.
time they met. The way they talked, it's like they've met before.
Either way, whenever they met, why does he not feel that there's something? And if he felt there was Force, why wouldn't he get rid of her?
I don't know. Maybe
Maybe she was a
because
small Force.
he technically, like, if there was still a Senate and all those like politicians and stuff, like he couldn't really do a serious act like that against senators like that, probably because they're not Jedi. They're not a threat. The Chancellor, the Emperor, needs still these systems to be intact, like Obi-Wan said. So if you do an act of aggression like that and other star systems turn on you, then that could create a rebellion in that sense. So you'd have to play it very careful because there's still a lot of politics involved.
I guess we'll have to watch the sixth one. Well, we're gonna, but we'll have to watch out when him and Luke talk to each other because I can't remember if Luke tells him that Leia's his sister or if he kind of knows.
Darth Vader picks up on it.
So then maybe
'Cause
he
picks
does know
up-
this whole
He
time.
picks up on it from Luke, I think.
But maybe he has known this whole time either way. Because he does just randomly know that Luke's his son, right?
I can't remember. Is it this one he said? No, it's the next one. He says the son of Skywalker could be turned. He talks about himself in
Yeah.
the third person.
Because he's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Apparently.
The theories are true.
You sound like Harrison Ford in the new trailer. The Force, the dark side, they're all true.
Yeah.
Vader being schizophrenic, it's all true. He was a bitch to deal with. He was with us one moment, he was with us the next, like fuck, and now that's my father-in-law.
So what is C-3PO looking for?
They're just
Let's
looking
looking
for
for
anybody.
Shmi.
Splitting up.
Oh, looking for. He knows the legend of Shmi.
The Legend of Shmi.
No, they're just trying to find. He's just trying to find anything, right?
Yeah.
Like civilian life.
Okay.
Just some dead crater out there.
I think that's a crate dragon.
A crate dragon?
Yeah, I think it's a crate dragon. That's
Hangs out in crates.
They're
I think you fight one in Knights of the Old Republic. I'm not even joking.
really.
I think he's blocking like one of those cubes you need. Remember when you go to each cave and you find something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's blocking it because it's a cool ass fight. And it's so great because there's 6 planets and you can go there anytime. So at one point I went there when I was like maxed up and it was pretty easy and I got him. But one time when I first played the game, I went there. That was my first planet. There's like huge dragon. I'm like level like whatever, like lowest low. I'm like, oh man, thank God I had like good like people that brought with me. Oh, this is the abduction scene of R2D2. I love their Jawas, right? Yeah.
Jawas. Yeah.
I think the reason I always forget is just because I just kind of called them the zucchini people when I was like young, because that's what they were like, zucchini or like Houdini. Like they're like, you never know what they're saying, but they make that cool noise.
Zucchini people.
Well, they'll be like zucchini or Houdini. Like they just make a noise. They're not actually saying zucchini.
Well, maybe they will. We have the subtitles on now.
Oh, we do. Oh, speaking alien language, we'll
Damn
never
it.
know. Speaking alien language. Hola. Like the sound effects are great.
Yeah. Raped.
Whoa.
Not wrecked, raped.
Well,
Taylor.
sorry, I was gonna say
You took
wrecked,
this
but
to a whole nother
come on.
level.
We don't
Get
use-
raped.
he did. Well, it's
We
like
don't use that language anymore. Okay. That was middle school.
Wow.
it's like he got drugged. Look, he just got put unconscious, and look, they're coming at him.
Once again, Taylor's like use of like swear and like profane words are
It's
just
very.
sporadic.
very
He's
awkward.
schizophrenic. He's at some Darth Vader. He's
Little
light
bipolar.
side. And, like, I love the way they move.
Like
and-
he'll say stuff like that, but then he just says for crying
Dang
out
it.
loud. So it's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing, man? No
Get
consistency.
raped. That's what Obi-Wan should have said after he chopped up Anakin. Get raped. What does he say again? Oh, from my point of view, you've been raped. They're just taking R2. He's just completely
They're taking
unconscious.
them all right.
I love their little.
I love one.
Sand crawlers.
Yeah, I love I just love these movies. Everything like it's so ingrained in my mind. Like
That's one part I like when Obi-Wan says, "Only Imperial stormtroopers could be so precise." See, they make it out like their aim is so good in this damn movie.
Were these things like back at the pod race? Were
Yeah.
they
Yep.
part of that? They were like the snipers or.
no, that's
those
a
are
sand
Tusken
sandal.
Raiders.
Okay. So what were they doing?
They were selling droids.
They're just like
Selling drugs.
no the sand. Oh, what
Black
are they
market.
doing? It's like the sand people are just kind of like off on their own. They're just
Yeah.
kind of their own thing.
Oh,
And I don't even. Yeah. What are like? Have they ever been unhooded?
No. I'm pretty sure it's just a guy with glasses.
they're probably just a bunch of
No, I mean,
goggles.
skull kids. Majora's Mask.
as much as I want to know, I kind of hope they never got unhooded. I like that. You never know what's under there, and you never know what their motivation is. They just like love like stealing robots and like
They just want to make a quick
That's how they
buck.
make their living. They're just black market dealers.
Beetlejuice over there.
All the other robots. Oh, guy. What's his name again? From
Rob
Raw.
and the trash guy.
I was
He just
thinking
looks like a
Wall-E.
There's those ammo droids. They give you ammo.
Yeah, ammo droids.
Yeah.
Gonk droids is what they're called.
Gonk. Oh,
Gonk.
correct.
Because they say...
Get raped.
Okay, let's not.
It's in my mind.
Yeah, but
That
it's
guy
not-
looks
not
like a
good
clown. That one droid in there. He looks like the
Oh,
poltergeist
two.
clown.
thing. Nice, he found his pal.
There, look at it. It looks like a poltergeist clown.
I don't know. He looks like a clown, but
He
not
looks pretty spooky.
not the poltergeist one. Poltergeist one's a bit more
So
friendly.
they
and
got this big
colorful.
old slavery ship, and they're gonna go sell some
Death sticks.
death sticks.
Some deftness.
Oh, look at that CG.
That thing does not look
That's
like it moves
added.
very
See,
fast.
that's added. So there's a stupid CGI monster. That's what I mean. Stuff like this. It's all original, and they just add this. Why did he need to add it?
When
The
was this
Stormtrooper
stuff
looks
added?
abnormally like awkward riding that thing.
Like, those things don't look like they move very fast at all.
And why do they need them? They have a Death Star, for crying out loud. They could have ATSTs down there.
I feel like they spend a lot of time having to learn to ride these things.
They're clones too.
They spent 12 hours learning how to ride them, and then
Just for this one.
just to get down there.
Alright, what's happening?
They stopped.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Bleep bloop.
They're gonna get sold.
Uh-oh.
We're doomed.
And fate just so happens, the buyers are Mr. Gordo.
Oh, spoilers.
Uncle Owen.
We don't know
Well,
that
it's
yet.
not Gordo anymore. It's not Joel Edgerton anymore. Even though he says he'd be willing to come back as Uncle Owen. He said
Really?
That, he said that jokingly because he knows he's
Oh.
not going to come back and fucking play Uncle Owen.
Well, I was gonna say he can't, because I mean he'd be a burning corpse. So
Well, he could play a great burning corpse. I trust Joel Edgerton. He's the man right now.
They could bring him back for another role.
Yeah, he was kind of a no-name then, so.
What is that thing?
It's the grabber droid.
That's why I like, there's so many droids and like aliens, you're kind of like, what is that? But it's great because you never get to fully know what their purpose is. It's not explained.
Yeah, look at that one. That one's just like a giant security cam.
Maybe that's what it is.
Could
Then
be.
you just
It was
plop it.
spying on the Emperor when he was talking to Lord Vader.
Yeah, that's what I recorded over. I have tons of recordings. Oh, here's the debut. First look at Luke here. Whoa.
Luke.
When his face was still like baby face.
Luke.
Nice one. Bocce.
yeah, like
Bocce
the
ball.
like the lawn garden game.
Yeah.
The reason I
Lawn
say
bowling.
The lawn garden game.
the reason I say he has like a baby face.
Garden game. Play bocce in your garden, just destroy
Like,
all
seriously
your
though,
plants.
like I don't understand why they choose the red one. Like R2 just looks so much
I
more
would-
high tech.
I bet
It's like,
that-
oh, let's choose this trash can over the high tech.
that thing with like
one.
1,000 arms. That thing looks pretty cool. That was probably Shmee's.
C-3PO was a
Probably,
pretty
probably
smooth
in her drawer, if you
salesman.
know what I mean.
That's fine. Anyways, when I said earlier that Luke had a baby face, in between this one and the second one, he was in like a big car accident, and that's why at the beginning of Hoth, he has that scene where he has a bunch of bandages over. This will be important when we do watch it. He has a bunch of bandages on his face, and you can see like his face like shift because this was only one of his big roles before that, and like his face is like completely fine. Where
Power
he was-
converter. That's exactly what he sounded like.
He's a little like
Look at that hair though,
it's great.
blowing in the wind, so good.
I almost was gonna do that for Halloween a few months ago when I had my long hair. I thought I might do it, but I wanted to do that one with like
That's
Yoda
good, though. Yeah,
on
that'd
the
be good,
back.
though.
That's what I want to do one year.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, he is blue too. Look at that. I didn't even catch that. Look at R2.
Wait, so they didn't buy R2?
No, they bought the other trash can.
Yeah, it's like
But then it breaks, see? And so they're like, oh, Uncle Owen.
It's unmotivated.
His voice.
Look.
it's unmotivated. Artina isn't motivated.
Houdini. See, there it was.
Oh yeah.
The zucchini.
What about that one?
Oh my god, one.
Great acting by Joel Edgerton right there. Look at all the makeup he has.
He really aged. Interestingly.
Yeah.
We don't even have a neck.
They're just gonna melt down C-3PO for the gold.
That's so dark.
That would be
That's
so
what they're doing
funny.
right
Yeah.
now too.
That'd be so funny if they just had him in the first 3 movies. Like they brought him back just to like go for this ultimate ending where he
Ah!
dies in the first 15 minutes.
I like how Luke's like playing with toys, like a 6-year-old.
He's innocent.
He's like,
He's-
woo!
That's not an oil bath.
How is he? How
C-3PO.
old is he supposed to be at this point? Like 15.
21, 22, I think.
Seems a little. I'd say 18.
He's just old enough
I
to go to
think, I
Vegas.
think in real life he's probably like 21, 22, but I feel like in the movie he's supposed to be like 18, 17.
I don't think so.
That's just our opinion, dude.
17.
Well, like, that's just our opinion.
if he's 17 and then
That's
add
just like your opinion.
if he's
man.
if he's 17 here and you add 30 years from, well, I guess
We should do a commentary track for the Big Lebowski.
We could do all the Coen Brother movies. I'd be down. I love them all. Fargo.
The
Have you
dude-
seen Burn After Reading?
No.
So good. No Country
So
for Old
good.
Men.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
So.
That was that actor from Mr. Bond. Oh, Mr. Bond.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Bond.
He's so good,
Yeah.
that movie. Oh my goodness.
He won him an Oscar. He
What
won
about,
Best Supporting Actor.
The one with Jeff Bridges. The dude.
That's what we're. The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski, yeah.
Big
That's
Lebowski.
his-
That's what we were talking. That's
I
how
toned
this
you out,
started.
sorry. I toned you out.
That's rude.
But yeah, Anton Chigurh, put him in Star Wars.
So what does he do in
He'd be a
R2?
badass
R2
Jedi.
doesn't need no
he's a
fixing
bit
up.
jammed up. So
No, he's not.
because there's something jammed in there. The microchip Leia put
Oh,
in there
right.
with the
Oh, yeah.
message.
Why did he shoot back
What do you mean?
when he when the thing came back?
Got
He's
scared.
like, oh, is it just fear? Because it looked like he
Well,
got
he wasn't
pushed back.
expecting it.
Okay.
It was the Force. R2.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
This is
Force push
interesting
by
because
R2D2.
I mean, I know Luke's not well informed and all, but I mean, when C-3PO mentioned the rebellion and the Empire, he like freaked out. Was like, "Oh, you know about the Empire and rebellion?" But I mean, at this point, you can totally see, like in the Force Awakens, kind of what happened. Like Emperor Palpatine has accomplished like erasing Jedi and the Force and all that from.
Wait,
but even
They
though-
know who she is, don't they?
No,
No.
their mind was wiped at the end of the last one, the prequel.
Hmm.
That's how they did the prequels
The
with them.
androids?
Yeah, they're just like wipe their minds and the memories.
When did they mention that?
What?
When did they mention that?
Quickly,
At the end of the third
very
movie.
like yeah, we
Oh.
missed it, but like quickly, the last shot they're in, and then C-3PO was like, "Beg your pardon," and then they just do it. They like what is that called? And they did in like the insane asylum back in the day, and they cut your brain. They gave him a lobotomy, pretty much. That's what they did with the droids. No, even though he doesn't know much, I still feel like it's like you hear it in the news or whatnot. Here,
But I think it's just like the myth like at this one because like.
But there's
the
no
Emperor-
myth. He just knows that they're talking about like the rebellion and
Well,
stuff like that. That's what I
yeah,
mean.
but it's just two factions at war basically. But
Yeah.
like as far as the Force and the Jedi and all that, like, and the Sith, like the Emperor has done his job and he's wiped all of that out. So no one knows anything about it anymore. Even when they go find Han Solo, he's like, "Oh, there's nothing like the Force that exists or anything like that."
Yeah, hokey religions.
But if Han Solo was alive during Revenge of the Sith, he should know that there were Jedi. So he shouldn't be able to say that.
Don't ask me. Well, that's why George Lucas maybe didn't put him in.
He was in a shack on Utapau.
Utapau. Where'd she go? So yeah, we got the classic "Help me, want Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope," and Lucas Luke.
That's like the best.
Lucas interrogating the droids right now, non-violently. He's just like,
He's just chilling.
bring him back. But
Oh, that hurts.
C-3PO.
No, I don't like you either.
Poor R2, he's such a nice guy.
He's not
Oh,
gonna get
God.
melted down for gold.
Did you see what they're drinking? It
Protein.
looks like window cleaner.
Sake. Hot sake?
Luke, you want some hot sake? Oh.
What a scruffy old
Old
guy.
Ben.
And this is what. How do you think
I would
he
not want to be
knows
known
about
as Old
Ben?
Ben.
No, because
Hi,
he's
I'm
around, but
Old
like. If Obi-Wan Kenobi is in hiding, he's not doing a good job if Luke kind of knows. Or do you think Obi-Wan's been doing that on purpose of like. Luke sees him and
Obi-Wan's
he's
on the
like,
hunt for Shmi.
like running.
What do you mean?
He's like, he knows this person, Old Ben, exists, and he's like, oh, that might be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Why do you think he knows that? Do you think that's on purpose, or do you think Obi-Wan Kenobi's just really bad at staying in hiding?
Well, he just needed
Well,
a Ben Kenobi.
they know he's a hermit. I'm sure maybe Obi-Wan has come around just to check on him and maybe just like to say hello and all that. And Luke's like,
Hello, and
"Get away from me!" And
I am Old Ben.
because
No, because in the third
Stranger
one he said he was
danger!
gonna- Didn't he say he was gonna keep an eye on him?
yeah, he has to watch over him, keep him
But
safe.
I didn't know Luke would still know him. That's why, because at one
Maybe he's
point,
just like a neighbor.
because
Yeah, it's like a neighbor.
it's like House of Home Improvement.
Yeah.
You never, Luke's never seen his face.
Yeah.
It's just like the hood and
Oh,
the
that's
eyes.
just Old Ben. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, old Luke. No, I was just wondering because he obviously knows who he is, and he right away is like, that must be Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well, he probably
right?
knows just a general idea of who's in his little town,
Yeah.
in his little.
Whole
village.
another year. Did you hear that? They didn't in the subtitles. They didn't put the A in another year. And he said a whole nother year. It was just the end.
When he says Biggs left, isn't he one of the people in the rebellion?
Who's
An
Biggs?
X-wing pilot? Because I
Oh, it is. It's his friend. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they meet up later, isn't it? And that's the guy where he's
I
like, "You,
think-
papa."
yeah,
Exact quotation in the movie.
I think so.
He's in the movie at the very end.
George was father in it.
I don't think
Wait,
he
do
makes
they,
it.
do they know that like
Well, Biggs
Who
isn't
is?
the big fat guy, right? That
No.
gets blown up.
Good questions.
But hang on, because he's rumored to be in Rogue
Wanna
One.
hang on.
Briggs.
Biggs, really?
I'm pretty sure because they
I'm
cast a
moving.
really good actor
Yeah.
for
Take
him,
my mic.
and he looks exactly like him.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool then.
What are your questions?
do
No.
No.
do Luke's
Aunt and uncle.
foster parents, whatever.
They're
they're
his
called,
aunt and uncle.
do they know who he is? They know
Yeah.
his whole story. They know that Darth is his father.
No, no one knows that because
But he just says
they
too
know his
much of his
father.
father.
Yeah, but they don't know that his father is Darth Vader, right? No one knows Anakin is Darth Vader. Don't
But
they
they
just say
say
Anakin
that
died?
they say he died, yeah. But I think maybe
Do
I think
they
they were
know?
told that information.
They said
because I think
he
Obi-Wan
has
would
too
have
much of
told
his
them.
father in him.
Yeah.
So they know his dad was a Jedi.
So
probably,
pretty much
right?
just like he
Oh,
could be a fucking terrorist.
They know his dad was a Jedi because in episode 2, Anakin goes and meets them for the first time,
Yeah.
so they know.
Oh, the aunt and uncle.
Yeah, they definitely know.
So okay, so they're just keeping it hush hush. They don't want him to know about his father.
They just wanted to be a farmer
Yeah, or a droid
in
by
their
a-
desert land that has no crops.
Simple
growing.
Luke. Simple Luke.
So Luke. Well, I like this shot coming up here.
Sandy.
This is a
That's
shot where he has the
voice.
binoculars.
Voice.
He's looking
For
around.
future generations.
Blast. So good.
I'm surprised. I've never heard Taylor say that.
Blast.
I'll get there at
That's
one
something
point.
Taylor should say.
Is the shot not coming up?
Luke.
Or is it in the morning?
When the Tusken Raider
Yeah,
pops up.
that's later on.
Oh, that's when. Yeah, that's
Oh,
later.
my bad. Sorry,
This
that's,
is their
that's my
home.
favorite
That's when he goes on
shot.
his little shit.
He's like looking and the Raiders like, and he just like knocks him out. Yeah, from Family Guy. Now, at least in the prequel, they did a good job recreating this like space here.
Yeah.
It's a nice little place.
Everything from the like originals, they did a good job creating. Like even that shot, they're like, let's give them the props. The shot they end on is that same shot that Luke just went up and looked at the suns. Like that's pretty cool. She's corn, or no? Okay.
Lettuce.
What do we think? That's lettuce.
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 It's from Planet Quiche. It's from Quiche.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta take a trip with that quiche and get all our goods.
Get ahead.
Like your little R2 unit.
Wait, what happened to R2?
He pieced out.
Why?
Because he was missing Ben Kenobi.
Classic.
I love these. What are they called?
Banthas.
I love the banthas.
Banthas.
So when you hear the
Lines.
term bantha fodder, that means you're a piece of that thing's shit.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind for next time I get called Bantha fodder.
What'd you just call
My
him?
father calls that all the time. So.
Yeah.
Master Luke.
Why did
Foreshadow. Luke becomes a Jedi Master.
Whoa, spoiler.
What?
What did he say?
He C-3PO calls him Master Luke.
Oh, but he calls everyone. He
I know.
calls everything else.
I know.
You used to call him Sir Luke, though.
Did he really?
Sir Lucas.
Mr.
Yeah,
Skywalker.
when he was giving the
Mr.
meltdown
Sir.
bath.
Oh,
Sand
the
people.
meltdown vest.
So he's a sand people, or worse. What do you think the or worse part is?
Jawas.
Crate dragons. I think it could be crate dragons.
Great dragons.
Jawas are gonna kidnap them and sell them.
I don't think Luke is properly licensed to have that firearm.
How do you know?
All right here.
Because
Is
he
that
gets
part you're talking
destroyed. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and then Luke gets knocked out by Sam Person.
Or they had
Right in the
seals.
gut. Oh. He's taunting him.
Yeah, he's like.
Mid battle, just throws out the dance.
He's like,
moves.
bring
And
it
I
on.
do like the shot of just the Sam people's like screams echoing throughout the. And you don't get to see them knock out Luke. It's funny. I wonder if they're
Got
gonna do
scared
to
to
him
death
what
by
they
the
did to
taunt.
Shmi.
What about me?
I said, are they gonna do to him what they did to Shmi?
Oh gosh, I hope so.
They did kill his grandmother, and well, more maybe. They're just jacking his stuff.
Anything for a quick buck.
Obi-Wan's a ventriloquist. I love it.
The Jawa leader.
He's a Jawa leader. The Jawas are just Obi-Wan's kids.
That's Obi-Wan right there.
No, it's Ben Kenobi.
Mmm.
He ain't no Obi-Wan yet.
Benneth Kenobes.
Benjamin Kenobster.
Kenobster.
Benjamin Kenobster. Sounds a lot like Ben Kenobi. I'm not Ben Kenobi. And then hood reveal. Boom. Alec Guinness.
Hello,
Boss.
He's pretty old.
It's pretty awesome.
Oh.
See, but he would remember them,
He's a
right?
robot
The droids.
whisperer.
Yes, but he's kind of kooky. It's kind of like, I think it's like the Yoda thing where he's kind of like lost his mind a bit.
Oh, okay.
He has been there for like, what, 20 years?
Yeah.
So,
Alone.
Sun can do a
In
lot
his
to a man.
he just sun's dead all the time.
Still.
And again.
Shmi. Shmi. I miss thee.
I just-
Gentleman wastes.
So now, Ben Kenobi has found Luke. He saved him. He's meeting the droids. And now we really get going here in the big plot. Ben Kenobi with those piercing eyes. So he does claim to be
Yes.
he does claim to be his property, so.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He's like, well, yeah, you do have the same last name, dude. I would think you'd know.
Yes. A long time.
Dick. Obi-Wan's dead.
Not yet.
Alright, so he.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing his own death.
Not yet. I'm gonna let Darth Vader kill me in a couple of hours. So now he's explaining to Luke, oh yeah, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ben
Since
Kenobi.
before he was born.
What? Yeah. He was Obi-Wan Kenobi before Luke was born. Think about that. What's the problem?
question?
He's like, before he was born, what's your problem with that? He was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He hasn't gone by Obi-Wan since before he was born.
Yeah.
But I feel like he has.
No, because when he went to Tatooine, that's when he became Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, but I feel like after he was born, he still.
He wasn't Obi-Wan because he wouldn't want people to know where he is, even
Yeah,
though
changed his name.
he should be using the same last name. It's kind of like Bond, like
Yeah, I
Shane
guess
Bond.
that fight and then their being born was like right at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Anakin never called him Mr. Kenobi or anything. He always called him Obi-Wan, so...
true, but
Didn't
other
call him
people I'm
Ben.
sure would know his last name. I'm sure Palpatine knows his last name's Kenobi.
No, probably not.
I feel like it's a big plot. Or do we have to watch the prequels again just to
Yeah,
see
we're
if
gonna
they
watch-
call?
I think we should
Watch
real
some
quick.
prequels.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna pause. Just to see, I guarantee you, around Palpatine, someone's like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. In the second one, Yoda's like Master Kenobi.
Yeah, you're right. Palpatine does say
Yeah, so
Kenobi. He does.
boom, logic.
Boom! Logic bomb.
Logic bomb. New weapon in Smash for the
With the best
Wii
Star
60
Power.
Cube or whatever.
Wii 62.
Super Wii Cube 64.
You.
You know, on last cast we didn't even talk about Walking Dead at all.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Was the
Next
finale?
cast, we gotta talk
Big
about
thing.
that.
Was it like the finale or something?
No,
No.
but something really huge
Big
happened.
episode, but it's okay because we got a shitty episode. So it's okay.
Mm.
This is great. Give a little baby-faced teenager one of the most powerful weapons in the galaxy.
They gave little fucking kids.
Yeah, but they were taught how to use them
He's
properly.
teaching them right now.
They were.
No,
they were
no.
not taught properly because they all got killed.
Yeah.
No,
they
they
were-
were given practice lightsabers actually, and that's a full-on like weaponized lightsaber.
Now, this is where Kenobi lives, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as a kid, this really confused me. I thought this is where Luke was,
Mm.
and the lightsaber was there the whole time. I'm like, oh, and Owen just. But now I understand. You gotta love the lightsaber those back then. How it's so like,
Just cuts off his own arm.
it's like so. Obviously, not the effects of today. So, but it's still great. But they almost look like they're like What are they again? What does Kylo Ren have? What's it called? I'm blanking. What type of lightsaber does it have? It's like not unfiltered, but what is it?
Unstable?
Unstable. That's what the old ones also like because they're
Yeah.
always flickering. They're all unstable. To
What's the
pure
difference
evil.
between unstable?
What?
What's the difference?
Like the stable one would just be like pure, like it's just a light. Where if you look at Kylo Ren's and they have that unfortunately, still be like like it'll be like shaky or like kind of like lines, like stuff like
Does that
that.
mean anything, or is it
What?
just?
It just depends on the crystal.
Oh.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Does it do anything different?
I think they have different effects, I
Not-
thought.
Yeah, but nothing.
Or was it just
huge.
cosmetic?
I think it's
mostly?
cosmetic, but not huge. Like, I don't know, maybe because like the unstable ones seem to be a bit thinner, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. But I don't think anything like massive. Like
Yeah.
technically, the colors have no difference, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like oh purple, you can like swim in water longer. Like there's no like perks or anything to having certain colors. So, and now. R2D2's playing the whole message for Kenobi. Luke's feeling pissed because he's like, I tried all day to get this
Mhm.
message out of R2. But that's the thing, he can get like annoyed with people, but he never comes off too bitchy. Like he's just kind of like, oh, that shucks, like
Shucks.
where Anakin's like, fuck this.
From my point of view, you're.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
From my point of view, you're raped.
Taylor, stop it.
It's awful.
Alright, so he's pretty stunned right now. I
Because
think
he
he's
just took a
crying.
whole lot of
Pulling that
information.
beard.
Luke,
You must love.
Luke has
the
no
ways
idea
of the
what is happening.
No.
He should have just taught him the Force from the beginning. And right now, he would have been in, like, a 17-year-old Jedi fully
I got
trained.
a curfew, man. I gotta get home.
Yeah, like that's kind of the one thing. It's kind of weird why he didn't teach him the Force because he goes to teach him here, and it makes no sense. Maybe he just didn't want him to be like Anakin, but he should have known
Yeah,
that like
but
the bad
him-
guys were gonna win.
Him getting trained at a later time like this with the emotions would make him more like Anakin. If he trained him since he was little, it would have been a lot better.
But maybe he just felt like, oh, maybe I won't need to train him. But that's where my problem is like, he should have known like they were gonna lose to the Empire. Like they had all the power. So
Mhm.
does he gives him back the lightsaber? Or does he?
No, he
keep it?
keeps it.
Oh wow. Mos Eisley,
Mos Eisley assault.
greatest
Jedi
map
battles.
ever.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's the name of that ship, Taylor?
That's a Star Destroyer and a Death Star.
That's a Death
The
Star.
D
I know
Star.
what the does.
Okay, come
The
on.
D Star.
D Star.
Well, that's an actress.
Really?
I'm joking.
Okay, I hope so.
Like I was showing a porn actress like the D Star.
Mm, it's kind of clever.
Crickets. Here's the guy we were talking about earlier.
I find your
Which
lack
one?
of cheer
The guy who wears the
disturbing.
slippers.
Have you seen that Christmas sweater? Where it's like Darth Vader. It's like, I find your lack of cheer disturbing.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
They're
He has
they're pretty
slippers on the entire shoot, just so you know.
Which one?
The guy right beside Vader.
That
good.
one?
That guy?
Yeah.
Like,
He,
he's comfortable.
he was the guy that was in that last shot.
He looks
too.
pretty old.
He is. So he passed away shortly after this movie.
Mm.
Here's where you hear the. Oh, I think you might have already said the last remnants of the
What was
old
that,
Republic
Johnny
have been
Lee
wiped out.
Almost, though, right?
I like. Here you go. You got your politics in the movie, but it's very short and very small. Where like the prequels are just like
Well,
much politics.
Politics don't exist like so much in this movie as much anymore because it's a dictatorship.
They shouldn't have existed so much in the prequels.
Yeah, I
because
agree,
they
they
get to write
shouldn't have.
that. They don't
Yeah.
need. They don't have to be like, oh, politics. They'd be like, we'll have a small politics scene here, the one meeting, and then we'll move on. Where it's just always like something about a trade federation or
Yeah.
something about these people aren't getting along or something about the empire. Oh,
Here and even here he says ancient
Good
religion
scene.
or whatever. It's just old stuff that doesn't exist anymore.
yeah. Well, pretty much everyone thinks that except for like a few.
But Darth Vader's like, bitch.
Good acting by this guy too. Like he like moves his throat too a couple of times. It's great. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So is that guy higher than Vader in the rankings?
Not technically, no, but Vader
He's like
listens
his
to him.
handler, kind of in a way. He kind of keeps him in check.
His manager.
So is Vader like
Yeah,
second?
he's his manager.
Is Vader
Shout
second
out.
to
Diva.
Emperor?
Vader is second, yeah. So, but yeah, he's
He's a strong third.
he's a
We'll
strong
say
third.
he's
Like,
2B.
shout outs to that guy.
He's 2B, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Jawas.
So sad.
They got robbed.
Don't say it, Taylor. Yeah, they got wrecked for sure.
You almost switched direct now.
We're meant to think they did.
What do you mean we're meant to?
We're meant to think they got wrecked, but it was stormtroopers.
They still got wrecked by stormtroopers, though.
I know.
They still came down like, hey, let's kill these draws.
These blast points too accurate. They can't be stormtroopers.
Only Imperial
What?
stormtroopers
Okay,
are
that's,
so
no,
surprised.
that's not cool. They can't say that.
What?
They can't say they're too precise because everyone
They're
knows
Imperial stormtroopers.
They wanted to melt
Must be
C-3PO down for the
hunters,
gold.
Bounty hunters.
That's why they attacked the Jawas.
Bounty hunters are so badass in this whole saga,
Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of irrelevant, honestly.
Oh my gosh. In Robot Chicken, I think it's Robot Chicken or a Family Guy version of this, but C-3PO is burning the Jawas or whatever, and Obi-Wan's in the background is like, at least the Jawas were only stunned. They weren't actually killed, and C-3PO's burning them, because in this they're throwing them into the fire. It's so bad.
Did they make like
I'm
a
going!
whole movie or just like a?
It's literally a whole movie.
Like a half hour. No, but they're
The
only
Family Guy is like an hour long.
The Family Guy, the Robot Chicken just takes like best of and they do that.
Yeah.
Like, they don't do a whole movie. Yeah, the Family Guy ones are really, really good actually. They do
Yeah.
a whole movie and like Stewie's Darth Vader and
They're
Peter
really
and
good.
stuff
I
like
really
that.
like them.
They're really, really well done.
But
Like
then
when he has to go kill the
Kenobi.
AT-AT, when he has to kill the AT-AT and he sees like there's a baby in there, it's like, it's a war. We're a war. He throws the nades and kills it. Oh yeah, Ben Kenobi's what's the old guy, whatever
Herbert.
his name is? Yeah.
Herbert.
Yeah.
When he finds Luke all like knocked out, he's like, "I'm one lucky son of a bitch."
And when he goes to fight Vader, he pulls a lightsaber and it
It's
goes like
Luke.
limp, and then Luke's like, Ben! And it's like, "Droop."
It's really good.
I feel the force now.
Then he's like, "Are you too fat to be a stormtrooper?" It's like, "All right, bitch, save yourself." And he like walks away.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really well done.
I love, honestly, it's not, well, alright, it's hinted at in this. I love their divorce, the torture stuff, because it looks so, even though it's just a needle, it looks so scary. And the stuff they torture Han Solo with in the fifth one is creepy. Like,
But they foreshadow here that could be a Jedi, because they say that she's been resistant to the mind probes
oh, there you go.
devices.
I think he always knew, like, I think he had that in the plot, that they were both. Some people have always been like, oh, they added Leia, but I don't think so, because in the second one, Yoda's still like, there's another. Like, I think
Yeah.
he had that planned. I feel like most of this was planned. I love that they really cared so much about the Jawas. They're taking time out of their day to burn the Jawas. That's good. There's no like official like police or anything that are gonna do this. They're gonna do this.
The police just come around. Oh, this is
I
nice.
think
You
the
guys are just
stormtroopers are
burning.
Yeah,
technically the
thanks.
police.
Joel was alive.
I get. They're not the police because
Well, they're the only really
I feel like they have
force
higher
there
ranking
is.
over the police, but there has to be a law enforcement that they're all the
I
time.
don't think Tatooine has one because it's a
Java.
outlying
Look at
system.
Shmi.
Yeah,
She was just
Java.
running free at all times.
Killing it.
Yeah, if you had a problem, you go to the huts, and the huts would take deal with it.
Isn't the Huts like the mafia though?
Yeah, it's like the dawn.
For some reason, they decided to take in the site of Mos Eisley, and they're still like a fuck mile away.
Well, his uncle
Fuck
just
mile.
died.
Fuck
His
mile
uncle
away.
just died. Okay, if he has to look at some scenic
His
stuff.
vocabulary though.
That is hilarious.
Added, look, stuff they don't need to add. Just random creatures run on the ground.
R2 just gets to look up. He's like on his back.
This is added. Like this stuff. Nothing that bears anything to the plot. Just like, oh, I'll throw in some droids. I'll throw in some like.
I'm just trying to add things to like the whole Star Wars universe.
Make it look like a more
But
living
it's
world.
not needed for the original ones.
Yeah.
Just he had 3 other movies to do that. He had all the prequels, and if he felt that much, he could go make. He could have made more.
Was that added? That's
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely.
that's for sure added. Like it just stands out in these two. It doesn't even mesh. Like it's completely like everything else is like practical, and then you got this big CG thing. Oh, and then see practical is so bad. Like there's just no need. Like nothing. There's no good reason. There's nothing integral to
It's not
plot.
the droids you're looking
Oh
for.
yeah.
Good part. I like that scene.
Let me see identification. You don't need an identification.
When you think the other ones would be like, what the hell?
They're all looking at him with their heads tilted, like, what the fuck are you doing, buddy?
Wait, did he say these droids are up for sale?
No,
No.
these aren't the droids you're looking for.
No, but before.
He said these droids aren't for sale.
Oh, he said aren't? Okay.
These droids are up for sale. We were trying to make a quick
Yeah.
buck. I killed the real one a long time ago. I'm just some guy named Ben.
These droids are yours for some death sticks.
Hey, there's
Yeah.
that.
I'll trade you some droids for some death stick.
He
There-
wants some death
The
sticks.
security camera robot was there.
the
Poor Obi-Wan
the
with his
orb
death
one.
sticks.
Oh, look, another R2 unit in the background.
That's just what he's been doing for 20 years. Just death sticks.
I look
Like,
like
hey, I
R4.
just burned like 30 of your friends, man.
John Big! Finn!
Finnegan. Cameo.
So now they're going to the cantina,
Right?
right?
Where they get Han Solo.
Oh, and this is where they've edited the terrible Han shot second part, which is so annoying.
You know, I don't even remember that. I don't think I've ever seen this.
Oh.
When he tilts his head.
Yeah, because there's a big... Because what happened for you, Dan, you might not know. There's a scene here that's coming up, and it comes in a shootout between... This guy is working for Java, and he wants to get Han Solo and capture him. But what Han does, because he knows he's caught, he puts his gun underneath the table. They're both at dinner table, and he shoots him. And then that's it, and he walks away, like, complete scoundrel. But whatever, he had to get away. But then after a few years, George Lucas edited it and made Greedo a random fake bullet shoot first, and then Han shot first. So George Lucas said he did it in self-defense. And then for years, Lucas said, oh yeah, it was always meant that way, blah, blah, blah. And then last year, someone got their hands on the original script and it says Han shoots first. And that's why it's like a whole cult thing. There's t-shirts like Han shot first. Like it's a whole thing. And this is another thing why George Lucas gets people mad, because he done and even the editor said like, no, like Han, everyone else but George says like, and the original movie had him shoot the guy first.
Right.
Because it makes his arc better as a character. It messes it up. If he did it with self-defense, he's always kind of been a good guy. But this was a point where he would just kill someone in cold blood, and then at the end of the movie, he's a caring guy that has friends that cares about the universe. But at this point, you meet him, he's just like he's supposed to be a piece of shit character, and that's why it's a big thing. It's not just like a little thing. It's like that was the whole point of him shooting first, was to show, and it makes his arc so much better. So I just ignore any film that he doesn't shoot first. Like aliens,
It's like, you don't even
wasted.
know me.
You don't even know. That's what the alien's like.
So funny. This is Pig Nose, and this. I don't know. I'm Pig Nose. This is my brother Scott. He's from Han.
Hey.
It's like they should call it Koth. It's like I'm on after the band. That's for the Family Guy one.
My friend doesn't like you. Oh, sorry. I don't like you either.
It's like, you don't even know me.
See Robot Chicken, he says, who does your hair? I absolutely love it. And his friend comes in here and is saying that. And the guy's like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. I want to know who got his hair done.
I don't like you either. He's a 12...
He's so drunk.
Yeah, he's just rambling on. And then Obi-Wan.
Like how the music just stops and then everyone just carries on.
Who shot first?
Well, that guy did, but...
Oh,
The blood.
missing an arm there, buddy.
He's like, oh yeah,
Don't
I'm a
fuck with
fucking
that
Jedi.
Fuck with me because you know I got it. Got what? The Force.
Like Jedis are basically extinct though at this point, right?
No, wait, he's following no code whatsoever.
Yeah,
now.
so like,
He's a rebel.
how is everyone like, oh my gosh, it's a Jedi? We haven't seen those in forever.
They might think he just has a weapon, right?
I guess.
Because, like...
Those are pretty rare weapons though.
I think, oh, for sure. But I'm sure that would more exist than, like, at least the... I think the Jedi, they think more like the Force, like the Force push. And
Oh,
the-
okay.
like that. I think that's more...
They're just like, oh, it's another weapon.
Yeah, like, it's just a religion, like the Force. But I think that they could be like, oh, that was, like, a weapon that religious people used. But... Because even they make that joke in the very first prequel. They're like, oh, did you kill a Jedi to get this... whatever. Here's his debut. Young... Great-looking Harrison Ford and Chewie. He's looking like a badass, has his classic costume.
Oh, the trash talk.
Look at Chewie.
For those of you who don't know, Han Solo beats his record of making the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. He does it with Luke Skywalker.
When?
Say that one
In-
more time.
He beats the Kessel Runs, his record of making the Kessel Run less than 12 parsecs with Luke Skywalker, and he does
The
that.
Castle Run?
The Kessel Run, yeah.
It's like a running of the bull.
Yeah, he does that in between this and then the next, in episode 5.
Did they mention that in the script or in a book?
No, it's in a book.
Doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, no, it's as far as I know, what I looked in the books, everything from episode 6 and beyond doesn't exist anymore. Because we were talking about this, everything with the older public and all that should still exist and all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit.
So everything between like stuff that happens like that should still exist
That's
technically
true.
too.
10,000 credits.
Oh,
But who's
Shut
gonna
down.
fly it, kid?
my father was the best pilot in all the land.
This seems like a shady deal. 2,000 now and then 15. He didn't even go halfway. I'll give you $2,000 and then 15. But Han just desperate for money, just gonna do it.
Because Guido's coming, right?
Yeah.
Greedy Greedo.
Yeah.
Guidos, did you say?
I call him Guido.
Wow, look at that.
Guido. Isn't that him?
Yeah, that's him right there.
Behind the bar.
Oh,
Bad News Bears
the
coming.
one with the orange sleeve. That means he's like the captain, yeah.
These are shock
I'll take
troopers. In the game, at least. They should have rocket launchers.
What?
17,000 though. God, that's really different. Oh. Bad editing though, because right away when he's walking, he points like there's no time. Yeah. Going somewhere solo. So now we got Greedo. He's here to get him for Java. And did they ever say why he originally owes him money?
Oh. I feel
Probably
like
won too many sessions with Shmi.
I
Shmi
feel
was
like
dead,
I
right?
feel like he took out the money and I think he used it to make that bet with the Falcon. I think he was gambling with it.
No. See, now here's the shot. He takes down, and then in the original one, he just shoots him. But you should see like a bullet go first from Greedo. And
Well, some people would say like, oh, since Han Solo knew the shot was coming, he dodged because he's force sensitive.
he's not force sensitive. Get off it. He's not force sensitive. Not every character should be force sensitive. I don't like that.
Well, that's what Obi-Wan says. The force isn't everyone.
Did you see that added bullet?
Horrible.
Yeah.
And the laser deflected off of a rock wall. That wouldn't happen unless it was metal.
But see, that's right.
No
he's just
bullet
cool.
hole,
and
no
just-
anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He shot. He didn't shoot first. Sorry, George Lucas. but
Sorry about the
Fuck
mess.
you.
Here's a quarter.
He was a dime.
Yeah.
Super size a bitch. That who can play young Han Solo in the movie? James Franco. Wouldn't be bad if he like.
I love James Franco.
Yeah.
So awesome.
I
He's
feel
a
like he's
homie.
too zany now. So
What?
for young Harrison Ford,
Get his brother, Dave Franco.
I don't know if
I
I,
don't
like
him
that
as
guy.
much. I like him, but not as much.
I feel like I can't take him seriously.
Girls like Dave Franco a lot more.
He's engaged.
Yeah.
Alison Brie. Brie.
Alison Brie. Yeah.
Brie.
Oh.
Brie.
She's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Woof.
Seen Get Hard.
What is that Home Alone line? Oh, when he looks at the guy, his brother's
Oh, I
like
know.
Bart's girlfriend. Woof.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh yeah, but Alison Brie like knockout. Like
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that picture? It's actually the guy.
oh
His
yeah,
brother.
it is. And he's
His
like,
brother just dressed up as a female. That's who that person is.
Macaulay Culkin, new Harrison or new Han Solo. There we go.
Oh,
He
God.
resurgent.
Han Solo
Oh, there's
on
Clown
crack.
Droid.
Clown droid. But yeah, that's a good line. What
Ooh.
the hell's his name?
Who?
His brother's name. He's like
Buzz, probably.
Oh, I think is it? Yeah.
Or like
Buzz
Bush
is
or
girl.
something
Yeah,
like
it's like
that.
Buzz.
Bud or Buzz?
Buzz's girlfriend. Woof.
We got Darth Elephant here now.
That's what Kylo Ren looks like without his mask. He takes off his mask. Like,
Oh.
Ooh, Jabba.
he's not in the original movie, just saying. This is
Yeah.
added.
There's Greedo to the right.
Even though he's.
And to the left. And to the left.
Aliens are taking over.
Oh,
There's 3 of them.
so bad.
Like actually.
Oh, and Boba Fett.
There's literally 3.
They
There
just
is
eat
3,
multiple-
yeah. See, I really like the addition of Boba Fett to this. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh.
How did they get, like, if was this originally, like, a deleted scene? Because
They did,
have
they
Harrison
did
Ford
but the
doing
reason they
this?
didn't do it is because like it looked like crap, so they didn't want to do it. But now they're like, and he's like, I have CGI now, and it doesn't add because I don't like it because in the movie they make it seem like Han's leaving, against Jabba's like intentions.
Like we just
Well,
walks
Jabba
over
didn't
him,
want
he
him to
doesn't even
leave
care.
without
It's
hang
so
out.
rude.
Yeah, but then like he still leaves.
Yeah, because he says
He's
says
making a deal
he's
right
making a
here.
deal.
But I like it better in the second because in the second one, Jabba's still like, "Hey, I want him back." So it's better that he's still on the run. I think the whole movie because in the second one he sends Boba Fett after him. Well, no, I guess Vader.
Yeah, but it's just because he doesn't come back. He meant to come back at the end of this movie, but he ends up staying with the rebellion.
I guess, but this is not needed.
Yeah.
We get to
Like
the
that
same
pirate
point.
I would like
guy.
if they
The
just show
pirate guy?
Boba Fett.
Right.
It's pretty good, but yeah, that is not in the
And then
original.
Greedos.
I love that
cousins.
they got Boba Fett.
Look at the camera. I'm coming back.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be Bach.
You'll see me again. It's on.
Boba's just so badass.
Yeah.
He is.
For
He's
such a
probably one of my
character,
favorite characters.
for
in
such
the
a
entire
character
series.
that kind of is actually shitty, he's really badass. Cause like, think about the way he.
I wish
dies,
they
he just
changed the
was
names though. I wish his name was Jango Fett and the other guy's name was Boba
bad.
Fett.
I like Boba.
When I was younger,
think Jango
Django was
Fett.
my favorite.
I just like his name.
I like the armor better on Jango when I was there, and I liked his two guns. I don't like Boba's gun. I like the two little guns more.
Yeah, now I like Boba Fett definitely more. He looks more rugged
Yeah.
and just more badass.
What a piece of junk!
It's a junk blast.
Yeah, this is my brother's. He died of leukemia.
It's gonna be so nice to see the Millennium Falcon in HD.
Yeah, it looks so great in all the trailers. Looks beautiful.
Is that disco ball above his head?
Shiny
Probably.
disco balls.
Chewie does some stuff on his days off, alright?
Some stuff
It's like, here, I'll show you around because no one's
parties.
trying to stop us and shoot
And
and
that guy's
blast
like-
us.
yeah, he's a
no one's trying to
spy,
blast
right?
us and stop.
He's a spy, right?
Yeah, he's a spy.
Load your weapons.
Shouldn't their weapons have already been loaded?
Darth
Just turn the
Elephant?
safety off.
Stop that shit! Blast
Yeah.
them!
Blast them.
Do you have to load a laser gun?
That's
It's
how
so
bad
great.
Han, that's how badass Han is. He sees all these guys. He still takes out his gun to see like I can take him.
It's so funny. He's like,
And the way he's running, that's just like from the Battlefront trailer, the newest one they released. The way
So
he's
good.
running and he goes in holding his gun.
I love that. And then when he has that face of Vader,
Mm-hmm.
which is not going to go well for him.
Oh no, not at all.
He tries at least. Oh, and then we do get that.
So who is that Darth Elephant guy?
Nobody.
he's just a spy.
He's just a spy.
He's the boss in Lego Star Wars.
But he
He
controls.
is.
So, but he's in charge of those stormtroopers.
No,
No,
he
he's
was
just
just
a
working
spy.
for him.
What is a spy?
But he was like, "Yo, shoot them."
But
he was telling them where
he
they
said
were.
that's where they are.
Okay.
Oh, is this where they pull out their amazing move? I know some tricks still. Moving lazily to the left.
Listing lazily to the left.
That's it.
It worked, didn't it? So fuck you guys with tricks. I'm Team Han Solo.
So funny.
Hey, I think Luke's the greatest
He knows
Jedi of
some
all.
maneuvers.
I think Luke's the greatest Jedi of all time, but I think Han's my favorite character. Han's so.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
We lost him. He's like, that's it?
What do they
That's
say?
your great-
Whoa, this guy knows some maneuvers. Look,
Yeah.
he's moving.
He's like, where'd he
lazily to the
go?
left.
He's like, oh, there he is. Oh, he's listing lazily to the left. This guy knows some maneuvers.
That's it. That's it.
It's a
So
Family Guy reference, though. I'm just saying.
You gotta watch Blue Harvest.
No, they
if you
are
haven't
really
seen it.
good.
It's actually really good. All of them are good.
Yeah.
Especially if you've seen the movies.
Yeah.
They do a really good job of it.
And then doesn't it break down here? Oh no,
No,
goes
it
on.
works. It works.
It's a second time, doesn't it? It's like chun chun chun. I love that.
Yeah.
Song. That Death Star though.
It looks like Earth.
That's no planet.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
no
that's
moon.
Earth in like maybe 30 years from now.
That's no moon. Good talking.
Oh,
Wow. Just dissing her dad right in front of that guy.
Is he still wearing slippers?
he does look
Yeah.
like a little stanky, you know.
Who?
That guy.
Like actually stanky?
Yeah.
Like he has smells coming off him?
What I'm saying is I agree with Leia.
What
He's
did they
old.
say?
He's old. He probably soiled himself. He has to wear those diapers.
This guy's dead, you know.
I'm not talking about the actor. I'm talking about the character. I mean, he's wearing slippers on the ship.
Fuck, you guys ever noticed Target smells like piss?
I can get the slippers if you're walking around on like a cold like metal surface. You want to have
I'd
warm
wear
feet.
slippers. I wear
Peter's like,
slippers.
I have filtered air, I'm good.
That planet was in all
No!
the wrong places.
I think you've used that joke on another Star Wars review and another
What
one.
was
all
it?
the wrong places.
He says this planet is in all the wrong places. That's it. Your quota for that joke for the year is done. Until we get to 2016.
It's a good joke.
It's on Kolth.
And what are the Utaman or
Dantooine?
Utapau.
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 He said it's on she lied and said it's on Dantooine, which is great because she's gonna sacrifice a different planet instead of her home planet. What?
Wait, so Dantooine's an actual place?
They had an old rebel base there, but they moved.
She was lying though, right?
Yeah.
So they would go there, check it out, but they're still like, "Fuck you, we're gonna
We're
destroy
on
your
the
home
Death
planet."
Star.
So yeah, they literally destroy the planet, which I think was pretty. It's pretty good. It's pretty ballsy because one thing I like, you think about all like Marvel movies, like you have like the Tesseract and the glove coming and other things. It's so rarely you get to see like the bad guys. It's so rarely you get to, well,
That's
like you're laughing at after.
Family Guy.
But it's so rarely you get to see like the all-time green lightsaber.
Yeah.
You get to see the all-time like powerful weapon actually used. Like in movies, you hear hinted and then like they stop. It's like, oh, but in this one, it's like, no, we blew up a planet. Like I think that's one of the things that makes us like the movies like higher because they did do that. You know, it's great. You get to see the Death Star actually work. Because if you didn't see it work, you'd be like, oh, cool, it's a big ship, but it's like, fuck, you just blew up a planet. Like this means business. Like now you know why you need to stop it. You know.
Why did he have a green lightsaber there?
I think it's an editing problem. I legit think later on it's blue.
Yeah, that looks more blue.
Yeah, I think it's just the. Don't everyone thank me at once. I love the chest. Oh, aren't they making that, or did they make that?
I feel like they did.
Like
make
it's
it.
not a
They
real
probably
one,
made it.
but like
Yeah.
yeah. So good. But yeah, in Blue Harvest when they're like, don't we wish we could get some railings, or isn't it?
All I asked.
Yeah.
He's like, all I asked. He's like, I didn't. I forget what it was. He's like, I didn't ask for any of that. All I asked for was a freaking railing. He's like, what did he say? He said we'd be leaning around too much. He's like, can you believe that? It's like, none of that will matter when we have our own ship. Oh no, he's like, none of that will matter when we're famous musicians. It's so good. Like I just want to watch all of those. Those are so good.
Those are really good. Let the Wookiee win.
R2 doesn't have any arms, so why does he have to be worried?
What? He has those legs.
Yeah.
Guinness is really good at those facial instructions.
Are they supposed to be blindfolded?
It does later.
Mm.
Later on, he like tests himself more. I can feel the force flow. Oh, here's like hokey religions and stupid superstitions. I'm fine with the blaster by my side.
Looks blue.
Oh, Han Solo last. Ancient weapons. Yeah.
You don't believe in the
Look at that great editing. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And it was clearly, okay, you stand there like this with like the green screen thing, and then like stand still. They took it off, and then like it's something I've had to do many times. As someone that has no CGI budget as a filmer. Okay, don't move. I'll be back in 5 minutes. But this time,
He's gonna show up Han Solo.
he kind of does. But Han Solo doesn't really. He doesn't really believe to the third one. Obviously now he believes, but
But
not
you
to
mean
the
that
third
Han
one.
Solo just has one of these helmets on board, hey?
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't. Yeah, it's not that
I think
So
we
he
should
can
probably
fly
equip the
without
ship with a
seeing.
helmet
Oh,
that
it's a
we
yellow
can't see
lightsaber
through.
now.
That'd be a cool lightsaber. Every time you boot up, it's a different color.
Yeah.
That's
Rainbow,
like
rainbow.
strobe lights.
Rainbow.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, strobe light would be good because it would like give half of your opponents like seizures and stuff. Think about that.
half. What are the half?
I don't know. I feel like it would only affect like half people.
Not everyone has epilepsy.
That's true.
Does Vader?
He might.
Yeah.
He's seen some traumatic things in his life.
I call it luck.
You just when you use the rainbow lightsaber, you gotta have the blast shield down your helmet. You gotta fight blind so you don't get seizures while you're fighting other people and giving them seizures.
Beep, beep.
It's a good idea.
Seems efficient. Fight with this helmet on.
There's old Ben.
Old Ben.
Old Benny.
Old Benjamin.
Old Benaroo.
This guy that killed Obi-Wan and took his identity. Do we actually? Oh, I guess we never mind. Theory's gone.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, do we see Ben Kenobi use the Force? But we do. I was gonna say because if we don't, then our theory holds on.
Yeah.
Doesn't he force jumps too?
Not on this.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
No, they do not have the budget
Okay.
for Force jumps.
All right.
He doesn't use the Force ever again, does he? Does he even do a Force push?
No, he does something with the Force when he's turning off the tractor beam in the Death Star. He does the Force to make a noise, and the stormtroopers go, "What's that?"
So he uses the Force to make a noise.
Force noise.
Well, see, I thought he force
Force
jumped onto
crickets.
the thing to get it.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. He does that in the very first one when he's fighting Maul. He does like a huge Force jump.
Chewie.
Now, explain this again. How come when they go in hyperspeed, they're not hit by rocks or anything?
And well, because they're like in a wormhole, so it's like out of that plane of existence and in a wormhole cutting through space and time.
They're in another dimension.
Okay.
Interstellar.
And when you come out, then you're
McConaughey.
in real space and time.
All right, all right,
That's,
all
that's,
right.
how they, that's how they got a handshake. Do you remember that part? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go get Darth Vader. I gotta wear a fucking lightsaber? No.
Why would you follow the Imperial TIE Fighter? I mean,
Let's
know.
go to that. Let's go to that asteroid. That's
Yeah.
clearly an asteroid, not a space station.
That's no moon.
That's no moon. And then the music plays.
Luke is
Got
so...
lost.
At least, see, that's what I like. He's not acting like... He's so optimistic, though. Like, oh, everything's gonna be good. We're acting like, fuck this.
In my point of view.
Yeah, you're a shitty driver. That's no moon.
That's no moon.
Luke's got a bad feeling.
Lock in the auxiliary power. Oh, but they're caught in the tractor beam. This is it, folks.
Like,
They're getting
Chewie,
sucked
do
to the
it.
Death Star.
This is the end of the movie.
It is.
Everyone dies.
They all die.
Just one shot kills all the main characters.
And exactly where they crash in
You're
the
not
Death Star
gonna get it.
destroys Vader and Leia. All the main characters.
The
even
whole
Jar
galaxy
Jar.
blows up. The
Yeah.
Death Star goes into supernova and explodes. Series ends. Chewie doesn't look like he's breaking a sweat. He's like, oh, we'll be fine.
I don't know if Wookiees can sweat.
Well, they got a lot of fur on them, so I think they could.
Fur.
You sweat everywhere that you have hair, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he's probably sweating all over his body. But here, he doesn't look like he's breaking a single sweat. He's like, oh, this will be fine. This is all good.
Has that guy been here before?
Yeah. He took a tour of the Death Star.
Hey man, anything for an extra buck.
Yeah.
Tours of the Death Star.
Yeah, they got satellite radio.
Perfect. What a place. What a place to be.
Oh, those
Mouse-
guys have those super uncomfortable helmets too.
Mouse droids.
Like, there's just a huge hole.
Wait, did we miss the part where the stormtrooper hits his head on something?
No, that's coming up, actually.
Oh, really?
You'll have
Yeah.
to point it out.
I will.
Made it sound like it was at the start of the movie.
I'm going to stand by the TV and point it out.
Okay.
I hope so.
I will.
You're gonna what?
When the stormtrooper hits his head on the ceiling, we gotta stand at the TV and point out for these two so they see
Does he
it.
get like knocked out?
No, looks like he could though.
What are those subtitles up top now?
I don't know.
It's announcer on the PA system.
I decided it might be better, so I changed the setting.
Nice. Oh, you changed it back. Good.
Yeah, Jedi subtitle.
There are
choice.
no subtitles here.
It must be a decoy.
The Obi-Wan. 2 fingers out.
No, sir.
See, and this is what I love about the movie. It feels like there's no waste of time because now this is the point where like we get to this is the part where they start to save Leia, right? So it's like we met all the characters, they leave, they're here to save Leia. Like we're already in the action. With the prequels, it always just feels like we're just waiting and wait. Like
Yeah.
it feels like they deliberately like, oh, there's all this, and then like the last half an hour is good. But this like stuff's going on right here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like all the good stuff is their CGI.
Yeah, and like
even this.
like I already thought like oh man, we're already at the part where they save Leia and they go through like they dress up as stormtroopers. Like we're already here. Like and it didn't seem like we had to wait that long to get to like really entertaining stuff. This is ridiculous. Even I could take off.
Where's Chewie?
Such a good
Oh.
quote.
That's perfect timing. Where's
I
Chewie? He
love
just
Han,
pops
like-
up his head.
And Han like pats them. It's so good. Such a good bromance. Might be the best like buddy couple in like movies. Nobody ever better than Han and Chewie.
It's a pretty good team.
Yeah.
Are those fire extinguishers in there?
Looks like a couple companion cubes stuck
They're gonna
together.
flush out
Tiny
people.
cubes. I like it.
Flush out.
Oh yeah. This is some
Do
shiny
you hear that? Oh, you do.
They hear, like, look, they hear something.
Hey, down there.
They made.
They're like,
they made it
man,
sound
I'm
like
off
they
for lunch in
dropped
5
something."
minutes. I don't want to deal with this shit.
Yeah,
Zap zap.
Can you give us a hand? No.
Okay, yeah, they should have heard the bullets. Oh. I'll be honest, they should have maybe heard that, but
Should have what?
they should have heard the bullets because they shoot the stormtroopers. So maybe somebody
They
should.
put it like on it next to a pillow, like you know you see them in movies with the guns.
Shoot,
try and
hold up your
silence
armpit hair.
it. Yeah.
It's like a forest.
Yeah.
How did
Narnia.
they get there so fast?
I know that's a little.
You just bitch slapped him.
Whatever.
I mean, in that hangar, there was like 20 stormtroopers, and look, all of them managed to walk out incognito, get to that door.
that door though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that effect.
That's what I love though. That's the biggest problem with these movies is just sometimes the data effects. Other than that, yeah, that was.
But
a
it's
little,
like it came out in the 70s.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
you
have
can't.
to- yeah.
blame it all. Yeah, they don't really show how they get. I feel like there's probably like a missing scene there, but it's
Yeah.
okay. You know they're gonna get there anyways, so.
Mm-hmm.
Blip bleep whistle.
It's getting a little dirty, eh? You just get a polish sometime soon.
Yeah. It's hard, man, when you're living on Tatooine and flying through space.
Very true.
They could play Bork on that thing,
I
probably.
thought you were about to put your arm on me because you were like this. I'm like, what's happening here?
Making his move.
Hey, Shmi. I want to go with you. No, Luke, you're not helpful at all.
Yeah.
You're not ready yet, man. Just calm down. But see, he's always trying to help.
Yeah.
He's a good Skywalker. Right? That's why I love Luke.
It's not like
He
I
just-
can do it.
yeah. You stay here, man. I got
Yeah.
this. The Force will be with you always.
The Force will be with you.
And like, really, if you think about that, what Ben
Forever.
Kenobi's probably in this movie for like another total.
Is this Ben guy kind of creeping you guys out? He's giving weird
He
vibes.
probably has what, another like 5 more minutes screen time, and that's it.
No, he's in the other ones as Ghost Form.
Well, okay.
And that's
but I
still
mean,
counts.
like, really.
In
like,
Return of the Jedi, he was in there for quite a long
yeah,
scene.
but he does a good job of making you care when he's only in this for about like 45 minutes,
Yeah.
half the movie. Like, you see him tractor beam. Oh, yeah. We should get a breakdown for people that aren't watching right now. Just a hiccup or reminder. They're just at the part where Ben has left the group. He's going to shut down the force field, and they're trying to figure out what the princess is. Or, well, they're not
Tractor
trying
beam.
to. They're, what?
Shut down the tractor beam?
What did I call it?
Force field?
That's okay.
not
I'll give
the
it to
same
you.
thing.
I'll give it to you. Not the same thing, but they're trying to shut some down, and then they just found the princess,
Nice
so they're gonna go save her. Han doesn't really want to until like Luke's like, "There's gonna be a prize," or like
She's
they-
scheduled.
money. Yeah, and that's once again with Han's character, it's great. Like he's like, "Fuck the princess," and he's like, "There could be like reward." Like you'll see.
The old man.
The all Han doesn't give him a
The
fuck.
real
He's like-
smelly Ben guy.
He's like so
That's
like,
such a badass.
I don't care.
He's
I don't give
chilling.
a damn. Look at him.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he is so awesome.
Was
Better than me.
Was this movie before or after Indiana Jones?
Before.
Didn't Indiana Jones come out shortly after though?
Yeah.
I think a couple, maybe like 80, 81. I'll find out for sure.
Here's
he,
his
like he
face.
looks like same.
Rich.
Yeah.
Rich and powerful.
It's like ooh,
Han's so good. Like Harrison Ford's so good.
Harrison Han.
Harrison Han Ford.
I can imagine quite a bit. You'll get it. I better. You will. Making promises, and he's not even like in any association to Leia
Yeah,
or the
and Han
rebellion.
just believes it. But like, and this is the thing. Even though it's kind of like sarcastically, I still like that they still had like that buddy relationship. That's what I did miss in the prequels. You never felt Obi-Wan
Oh,
and
wow.
Anakin.
That
Bites his
tongue.
nose off.
Did you see his tongue?
You never felt Obi-Wan and Anakin were that close. They're always like, oh yeah, they're like brothers, but it's like you never got to see them like palling around and
Yeah.
like the back and forth. Like it was just Anakin always being mad at him, or like Obi-Wan telling him like, don't
Yeah.
look at the princess naked. Like, okay.
Don't look at the princess naked.
Well, when he looks,
Save that for me.
When he's like, I've been looking at the cameras all night, and it's just like, don't do that, Anakin. You're gonna get us in trouble. I can only get suspended one more time before they take my lightsaber away.
I like how these guys, Han Solo and Luke, could make any bullshit lie they wanted. Prisoner transfer, or just like we're on
At
patrol.
one point, they believe it though, or they don't believe it. They're like, "Hey, wait a second."
Well,
yeah,
they
when
say
he's
we
like,
have to
"Everything's
check
up."
it.
Yeah, when he's like, "Everything's down up here," he's like, "You sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're fine."
Yeah,
Just some
but
like,
still,
blaster.
you-
What is it? Blaster malfunction or whatever. What
No,
he
I don't think it
says.
was blaster. It was
Weapon malfunction.
Oh, yeah, like something
just
like that,
a
yeah.
little weapon
like
malfunction.
you can, but still, you can bullshit your way through all of this. I mean, look at them. What kind of a stormtrooper stands there and goes up and down like this?
They got beats in their head. That'd be cool.
They're
Some
raving out in
tunes.
their helmets.
This is the same movie where they say these guys have perfect accuracy.
I can't see anything.
TV movie Star Wars: The Holiday Special. He was in that as Han Solo. What is this? Chewbacca, Han Solo try to get home to Chewie's family to celebrate Life Day, which includes various forms of entertainment. 2.5 out of 10.
What is this?
2.5 out of 10.
We're gonna do a
quite the
podcast
rating.
special on
We're
that.
doing a podcast special on the Christmas holiday movie. We gotta watch
That's
it.
Life Day.
That's lower than my Star Wars
Life
episode
Day.
3 rating.
Okay, so Star Wars actually came out in 1977. And then, no, it was Star Wars in 1980, and then Raiders of the Lost Ark in 1981. So he did 2 Star Wars movies before Indiana
wow.
Jones, which I didn't know that. I thought it was back and back.
Yeah.
And then...
Where are you taking this thing?
And then Star Wars 3 was in 1983, and then all the rest after that were Indiana Jones. Like, after that, 84, 89.
Notified.
All the actors they have playing Imperial officers do such a good job, acting and playing the roles. It's just like that snide, just like son of a bitch.
That's nice, son of a
That's
bitch.
nice son of a bitch.
He's
See
like,
that guy?
he had like one hand behind his back.
Yeah, I could take him on one
Yeah.
hand.
He's like, watch this.
Chewie.
Did you guys know that Harrison Ford wasn't the first choice for Indiana Jones? It's Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Who's
he had
he
to
again?
pass on it. He's a guy who has a big mustache. He did like 3 Men and a Baby. He did a lot of stuff in like 70s, 80s. He's on Blue Bloods right now. He's the older guy. He's a guy you'd recognize when he was. Did you ever watch Friends?
Not a lot.
Who did he play? He was Monica's first boyfriend. What was his name? In
Oh,
there?
the older guy.
Richard. He was
Richard,
Richard.
yeah, I know
Like
him.
he's a guy that you'd see him. He's been in so much, but
Yeah.
like it was that, and he couldn't get out of the contract of his TV show, so
That's crazy.
yeah, and they got that. It's the same way. It's a slight weapon malfunction.
Situation normal. We're all fine here, thank you.
How are you?
yeah. How are you? We're setting a squad out. See, they don't believe that one.
Yeah.
They're like, we're setting a.
A reactor. Like, what's he doing, Blue Harvest?
I don't
Like,
He's,
Why-
like, he's like, how are you? He's like, I've been better. And
Yeah.
he like talks about his girlfriend.
Look at
He's
this
like,
solution.
yeah.
No, yeah, he talks to his girl and then he sits down and he's like, all right, here tonight with Han Solo spinning the hits or whatever. I'm going to take your calls, we'll take a little break. And here's a little ditty and he like is and he sets up with the music and he's just sitting there like, oh, and then creepy like. But this is the only thing, this is where some people with their thing, if he didn't plan them to be sisters, I guess, why did he kind of make them have some sort of weird romantic connection in the first couple movies?
Because they didn't know that they were siblings.
But the writers, you think? Or like them? You think they wrote it as a way like they don't know yet, so they might like each other?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Because he was like,
It's a
oh, she's so
princess,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, he wanted to bang her. And
Because
didn't
she
realize.
kisses him in this movie
Mhm.
on the cheek, and then the next movie she like makes out with him. And in the third movie they have sex. No.
She's toying with the emotions.
yeah. He's like, I don't even want to tell her his sister anymore. It's too far. But anyways, this is completely off topic now. We were talking about Tom Selleck when the same thing contract. The same thing actually happened to Pierce Bronson back in the day. You know those 2 Bonds with Timothy Dalton?
What are they called?
There's like, I don't know, because they're my least favorite.
Yeah. I don't
What?
remember.
Oh man, what are they?
Google, man.
Yeah.
Google's your hero.
He was stuck in a contract.
Yeah, he literally, while you look it up, I'll tell the story. So they were having a press conference to announce the new Bond. He had signed off everything. He had done a TV show, same thing. It looked like it was getting canceled, so he was gonna go. So there was like 2 Bonds, and then like the ones he did. So he's supposed to do all these Bonds, and literally 30 minutes before the press conference started, he got a call from his agent saying they just renewed your show and you can't do Bond. He was at the fucking event ready to go at the press conference and like media take questions and they phoned and said no, you can't do it.
Damn.
And he was so like obviously heartbroken. And I feel so happy for him that he got to do it. But imagine that, like you were so close to being like, for him he wanted to be Bond so bad and then like, nope, sorry, you're stuck, and like, oh that
You
was
said Timothy Dalton?
yeah.
License to Kill.
License to Kill him. He did another one too.
Oh, look.
It's like a weird title one. It's not like a popular one. They both were very not well received. Like they're one of the lower ones. I never liked Dalton either.
Oh, here we
The
go.
Living Daylights.
Yeah, that's I always remember. Yeah, they did a theme song with Aha. It's like a really bad. Like, yeah.
It's coming up where the stormtroopers hit their head.
He was apparently in Toy Story 3. Timothy Dalton.
Oh. Oh yeah, he was the professor, like the exquisite bear guy or whatever, the porcupine. And once again, Leia, complete badass,
Mm-hmm.
thinking on her feet.
Fly boy.
Luke shot with his
I
eyes
feel like
closed.
Chewie's not that well protected.
He's not.
Hey man, you don't know how thick that hair is.
He's like, get in there. And he's like, get the steak.
The
Get
big
the steak.
bird-
yeah,
big
there's
bird-
a- yeah.
And he like starts barking. Oh, that's so good.
I'd love a Chewbacca as a friend.
They hit their head here, but doesn't it happen one time at the beginning too? That I think that is edited out. At the very beginning of the movie, they're like running and they're like he conks his head.
I don't remember that.
Like, that hallway just never ends. Just goes to
Big
like,
jump.
To heaven.
Yeah, basically.
Does it happen after this?
Yeah, they hit
Okay,
the head
maybe
point
I'm
happens
just
after.
wrong.
Chewbacca's claustrophobic. Look at him. Trying to get out of there. And how the heck would an alien get in there?
I think it's always been down there. Like they maybe there's like a leakage or like because there's
But
water
the
in there,
Death
right?
Star never lands on a
Right.
planet. Someone would have had to have put
But
it there.
maybe it feeds on trash.
But the trash all comes from the Death Star.
But
Machine
still-
parts that break apart, they throw it into the trash compactor.
That's what I mean. Like, and,
So where did the alien come from?
but maybe they threw it down there as a way to like instead of like hey and dump this off, this alien just eats it.
But we all know they eject it because in the second movie, the next one, they hide on the back of the Star Destroyer, and the Star Destroyer launches all of its
What
garbage
if
into
what if
space.
someone like landed on the ship? Like what if like someone like the Falcon landed on there and that thing happened to be in their ship? That could have been it.
That's true.
Yeah, and it got there and they're like throw it down the trash compactor. That's probably how. That's the only way because you're right. It doesn't land, so it's probably on someone's ship or something like that where it happened to get aboard, and they just got rid of it. This is so well done because it's kind of scary.
It's Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they find the couch. Oh,
But it's
such a funny
scary
scene.
when it's Luke that gets dragged around, or is it Han? Oh no, it's Luke. It's scary because he goes missing for like a good like 10 seconds. As a kid, you weren't sure what was going on.
He
Kid!
dies. He dies. Luke's story ends.
We still got Leia.
There's another Skywalker.
There is another. My
No,
gun's
it's just your
jammed.
gun. A laser gun won't work underwater, you fucker.
Well, it is jammed with water.
It was getting heated.
Yeah, call him a fucker. Jesus.
Wow, dies from a squid. What a pussy. I'm just kidding. I like Luke.
I don't think so. I don't think you do, man.
They all really gave up pretty easily. I mean, look at them just standing there.
Like dirty trash
Good
water.
bath.
Disgusting. Ugh.
I don't know. It's weird though. It's just like their trash is just water and then lots of metal.
I don't think that's water. I think it's waste from their facilities, you know?
Yeah, and he just like was choking on it.
Well,
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna get
Injecting a little piece of
E.
fetus in
coli
there.
or something. He's not going to be doing so well.
He's got to go see his doctor.
I think so.
He's gonna get some major pink eye
Yeah.
in both of his eyes. I mean, look at Han's hair though. It didn't even.
He got even fluffier.
Yeah.
Where'd Chewbacca go? I can't see him.
He
He's
died.
on like the corner. He's like, "Urgh."
He's in the corner just.
Look, he is. He's in the corner. Urgh.
3PO.
It is. It's C3PO, right?
Oops, sorry.
C-3PO. You can even hear it too. It was
He
like,
gets totally wrecked.
That was good.
Okay, that was the part.
That
It
was
is
really funny,
C3PO,
actually.
right?
Huh?
C-3PO.
Oh, it is. There's a C there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just for one moment questioned my entire life and he was just calling 3PO. I'm like, oh my god, have I been saying this wrong my whole life?
No. Travis, come on.
That's so funny. He knocks his head.
I
You
know.
can even hear it too.
You
It's like
could.
clink.
Even in the credits, they put the thud.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, they actually put in there, they wrote thud from when he hit his head.
And you know they kept that because that was the only take they took and they had no time to go back and reshoot it. That's probably why.
They can't see out of their
It's almost
helmets.
sunset already. The days are so short.
Yeah, I know. People in
It'll probably be
America
dark
listening to
by
this
the
are
time
like,
we're
what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
I'm in Miami and it's fucking like 36 degrees over here. I don't think that rod's gonna stop. So right now, in the trash compactor, they're trying anything to
3PO.
stop.
Get on
He
it.
puts the princess out there. Or what, is he trying to help her up to climb?
I think he's just trying to get some action.
Just
before
trying to
they
feel
all
her
die.
out. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna die. May as well go out.
Yeah,
screw
no one
the
can
princess.
judge me if we're both gonna die.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that hands.
Yeah, he's
Whoa.
He's being really
he's
handsy.
really grabbing onto her booty there.
Yeah. He's the booty master.
He's the booty master.
Booty claps.
Booty claps all across the galaxy looking for the
Oh,
finest
booty
booty.
clap solo.
He's the original AC-130. Ass clapper 130.
I forgot to turn it off. Luke, you're not even getting squished yet.
I don't know. They're getting squishes. There's garbage in between.
The rubber
see?
garbage is hurting us.
Wait, what happened? They shot the alien thing. and-
Yes, it's dead.
No, it fled because
It
it heard the
left,
trash
yeah.
compactor was
Oh.
going to start closing.
Well, where did it flood to? Just more in the water?
I don't know. Apparently there's
There's
an
a-
area.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it died
It would
because
be
when
dead
Luke came
already.
back up, part of it was still wrapped around.
No,
and
he
it was-
said it just let me go and
Yeah,
it
he
left.
said it left.
it
There
left.
might be just like a hole that it like went somewhere. Went to its
left.
nest.
He told me, I'm leaving. Fuck this.
And so ah!
That was good.
Starts going back again. That's my metal buddy. I wasn't fast.
Max Master.
Oh yeah, that's so
Yeah.
good. Things are dying.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. They hug it out. Such a good scene. Such a good movie.
Now I'm so taking this couch.
None of these guys see Obi-Wan just walking around.
Hey, that's
It's like
old
he must
Ben.
be one of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
When did old Ben get back?
He must
that
be,
guy.
he just must be like the janitor here.
he
yeah,
must
I
he must
guess.
be here to visit Anakin.
But yeah, but like if you think about it, he's been gone like for a good solid 10 minutes. He's been doing nothing. He's just like roaming
Just been
around,
walking
tractor
around.
beam. Yeah, not getting seen by anybody.
No, he's probably just buddy with all of them now.
Yeah. Oh, but now the stormtroopers.
Oh, but now he's just snooping. Turns off the force fields.
In Lego Star Wars, you just like dismember it. Yeah.
I don't remember this part in that game.
Look at that writing.
It's an amazing game
It is an amazing game.
though. I haven't played it in a minute. Should go
I
back.
should remaster that. I'd be so down. There's some games that like I'm kind
I
of
feel like
eh.
they have probably.
No,
I
they
don't
just
think
released
have
the
to, honestly.
collection.
I don't think they have to.
What?
Remaster it.
They
The
don't
graphics, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I just want to play it on my new console.
Oh,
Like in years from now, when it's like, oh, like maybe they'll wait till it's older, but I just want to play that again and
just
I'll
like
play
a
my
whole
360
Lego
now.
collection.
Yeah, that'd be a lot.
Padme, or not Padme,
Leia.
Leia's buns look pretty well done.
Legit. Too
Your
legit to
buns,
play.
Yeah,
Good consistency. Luke's hair's still wet.
Han
Yeah.
Solo must agree.
yeah. Han
buns
Solo.
look-
That's Han all over the
Han
buns.
Solo.
Oh,
Give me regular reports. It's probably a drill.
Maybe it's another drill.
Yeah, there was one time I was about to bone my girlfriend,
Yeah.
but then there was a drill, and she said there was no way.
There was no way.
See? There, he used the force to make a little noise.
He's so slow though.
why does
He's
it
like,
matter?
"Yo,
Like,
this
even if he
game."
gets caught, can't he just be like, "You didn't see me"?
Pretty much.
Like when those people like busted them back on Tatooine,
No,
he was just
they
like,
probably
"Oh,
just shoot
you
automatically.
don't need
Maybe
that."
because he's old, it's like a game. He only has so much horsepower he can use. So
His bar is going down. He needs to find some force orbs
Yeah.
to get his.
He
he
ran out-
uses a mind trick that takes up like half his
He's
meter.
Yeah. He's out of mana. He needs to back. He's
Yeah,
pressing
now
mana
Luke's hair's
pots.
dry. Good job. Good job
Did
looking
Leia
at the
just go
corners.
like this?
Look, and they run at them. He certainly has curse. That's when Leia first starts to get the hots for him.
Uh-oh.
Leia's buns change.
Yeah,
You see that?
they
Big
got a
time.
lot looser.
Got some nice loose buns. That's
So
a
funny.
lot of stormtroopers.
Lego Star Wars when Chewie just like rips off their arms.
Yeah. That was pretty ballsy for him just to run like that.
Mm.
He didn't even check any corners, and then watch her bunch.
He wasn't even like shooting and running. He was just screaming and running.
Whoop!
Whoop.
Yeah, her buns are huge now.
Mm.
We are talking about her hair. For people
Yeah.
that aren't watching, they literally went from small, compact to her side of the head to like huge and big.
They're saggy.
And now it's actually really distracting.
Saggy buns.
I'm never gonna forget this now.
Soggy buns.
Because the first one was just like a little like, and now it's like.
They're a lot tighter now.
Well, maybe they got undone a little bit. And they
Her
buns
hair
are
went
a
from
lot
like
tighter.
a blizzard to like a swirl cone.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was, like a little blob ice cream to like a swirly McSwirl.
The accuracy.
This is when
They had so much time to line up that shot.
I know.
They've taken like 30.
And they have scopes on their guns, but they're not even
They're
using
like-
them.
They
Hey,
just,
to
like,
be
trying to
honest,
dodge.
your
They're trying to
Battlefront, the
hip-fire.
scopes are pretty shit. So you know what? I can't blame them.
And they fall back.
Here, hold this. There's 3 of them, and does he shoot it up or to the side?
I don't really understand because he got that off of their gear, and how does he just know there's a grappling hook on there? He's like, hold on, I got a trick.
He applied to be a
I got a
stormtrooper, but
trick.
got rejected.
Yeah, he got.
so he's just a farmer.
Yeah, he's just a.
Oh,
You
they
think,
got the door a little bit up.
I thought doesn't Leia hit them?
Yeah, Leia.
Yeah, because Leia's a better shot.
That guy didn't even get hit. He's like, oh fuck, and he drops.
They got too young to
He-
die.
But look.
Did she kiss him?
Whoa.
the cheek.
Her head
Oh,
was pretty
she's
low.
going down.
That head was really low.
That was pretty.
It's by
low.
his buns.
There's like a good 30,000 people on this ship. They're doing a shitty job.
Well, that's what happens when you
Oh,
stir.
R2.
That's what happens when you stir shit up during lunch break. Okay, they're like, okay, later. It's Thailand buffet today, guys. So now Luke has the princess. Han and Chewie are just booking it. They're all trying to get back to the ship. We're about to get our first lightsaber fight coming up here.
Oh man, that would hurt so bad to get hit by one of those.
The door?
The
Or the
lasers.
lightsaber?
Like the blasters.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think the lightsaber's pretty fatal.
Old Ben.
Oh, here we go. Vader's just waiting.
If you look at Obi-Wan's lightsaber, get a good look at it. It's the Luke in Return of the Jedi modeled his lightsaber after this.
Yeah.
He does it like the toys. Use the momentum to get it out. Circle is now complete.
So when they like made this movie, did they have in mind that
No.
Obi-Wan like
No.
They
messed
had
him
none
up?
of that in mind.
Okay.
It was all just like,
But he did say we meet again.
yeah, but it's his master, right? So
Yeah.
no, they had
Yeah.
that,
It's been there.
Okay. Yeah.
They had
It's
that
just
right.
Yeah.
been-
and that's why the movie seemed so much cooler. It seemed like Darth just went off on his own and left Obi-Wan, but no, he holds this grudge for like, I don't know, being annoying. There's his stunt double. Oh, maybe it wasn't. For a second, they had him hooded for a long time. You can't win. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. So
Oh.
good. See, I do like these. They're not
Yeah.
as flashy lightsaber fights, but I like
Well,
this
yeah,
because they seem like they're
obviously.
trying to
They're not
hit
doing
each
like
other.
triple backflips.
Yeah, but that to me is almost too much. Like it's
It-
too much.
well, yeah, it's because you're like, what?
One
the-
backflip's enough, Anakin. Like they seem like they're trying to hit each other. The other ones are always just swinging it and like putting on a show. But Darth is not really efficient moving around. It looks like he has a hard time.
He definitely looks pretty robotic.
He looks
He's like
very-
C-3PO going on.
Yeah, I love that the little like
The jabs,
the
yeah.
jab. Darth with the jab. This is actually the hardest one to do commentary because I keep finding myself like slipping just watching it. I'm like, oh right, we're doing a cast right now, but like there's so many times I can just watch this. Oh, look, did you see that side? Darth has the moves though for being a robotic suit. Boom. I like that you see the colors too.
Yeah.
It turns when they hit. It's great. Let's go help him out.
This is where Obi-Wan's like
3PO's
gets
chilling.
stronger.
Bilby.
In a different movie. Ben! Sorry, that didn't happen yet.
Ben.
He like distracts
Wait,
him.
he actually calls
He,
him Ben.
he actually distracts him.
Yeah. But he chooses to die here.
Like mid battle, he's just checking.
Does
him
he
out.
actually? Yeah, he just.
Yeah.
I forgot if he turns his lightsaber. I forgot if he
Okay.
turned his lightsaber off or not. No! Luke's so mad here. Look, Luke can
He
hit.
shoots with his eyes closed.
Luke hit 2 people with his eyes closed and with that fury. Well, remember what Ben was teaching him with his eyes closed. He got 3 stormtroopers that time.
Yeah.
And the remote.
And he shut down Darth Vader.
Darth Vader does like the Qui-Gon.
Just like puts his arm out and gets crushed and rips
Yeah.
off.
At least it's only robotic.
it's
I'm all
like
good.
it's like
I lost my hand years ago, guys.
Oh, what's that movie? Never mind.
What movie?
Dead.
Dead Rising.
Evil Dead.
Yeah,
with
Evil
his
Dead.
hand.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It just starts like walking.
Look at that. Look at that model. So good.
And they let the Millennium Falcon escape here because they put a tractor beam on board.
What do you mean they let them? They shut it down.
No, they put a tractor beam on board and they let them get away. That's what Grand Moff Tarkin says here. Like, you sure the tractor beam was secured? Or not the tractor beam, the tracking beacon. You sure it was set up? And
Oh, a tracking, not the tractor.
No, yeah, I got them confused.
So why did they want to see where they go? Oh, because they want to know where their base was, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yavin 4.
So literally, Ben did nothing, really, if you think about it.
No, he died to go into the Force.
Oh, okay. Other than that, though, with his old beam stuff,
yeah, the
he
tractor.
did nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. They found the planet anyways.
Good job, Mark Hamill. Shedding a few tears. You could have shot Darth. We're not out of this yet. Come on, kid. I love when he calls him kid.
Han Solo, man. You just can't beat Harrison Ford. He's pretty good.
I love he has his flying gloves all the time, too.
Great. It's like, why is he wearing Han's clothes? What's the guy's name?
Lando and the end of 2.
Lando.
It's
Really?
so weird.
So weird.
Why is he wearing Han's clothes?
Has anyone ever noticed this? Please, pause back and look. He's legitimately wearing Han's clothes.
You know what Tupac was supposed to be in Mace Windu? You know about that?
He's supposed to be Mace Windu?
Yeah,
Tupac Shakur?
yeah. And then he died.
No, I'm kind of... Well, I'm not happy he died.
Yeah.
I'm happy he didn't play Mace
Yeah.
Windu. Because he does not have the acting chops as Mace Windu, as
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
And now her bun's like, oh no, it's still big,
She
but it's
fixed
less
them. She
fluffy.
had time. She
Well,
freshened,
Luke was
she
crying.
freshened up. She
It's
freshened
okay.
up. Yeah.
Um,
She's like, oh, I gotta fix my buns.
did you know O.J. Simpson was originally supposed to be the Terminator?
Really? Instead of Arnold?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Glad that didn't happen.
You know, one time when we have nothing to talk about, we should do a cast of like people that didn't get cast. Like Tom's like, what it would have been like.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves as Batman.
Would have
almost
changed
happened.
everything.
Christian Bale auditioned to be Robin in Batman and Robin.
Really?
So if he would have been Robin,
That'd have
none
been
of that would
crazy.
have
Yeah.
happened. It would have been George Clooney and Christian Bale. See, we'll do this one time. I'll do some
Val
homework.
Kilmer.
Yeah. I'll do some homework one time. We'll do a cast one time. That'd be good. I'm sure there's some Star Wars ones, like you just said.
Adam
I'm sure
West.
there's another one. I love the 60s, but I love that for like what it is, not for compared to the other ones.
Yeah. I got one. Don't get cocky, kid.
Don't get penis seeds.
Yeah, that's what he says in the Family Guy one.
Good little scene where kids want this to be an arcade game all over the world.
Didn't they ever hear of Asteroid?
There is an arcade game like this. You actually get into like a big TIE fighter and you
He
have
calls
the
his mom.
TIE fighter controls. It's really intense.
Yeah, we made it out.
Yeah.
I'll call you later.
Yeah, we won.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won the war. Or we won the battle. That guy just looks like bad news.
Which guy? Darth? Because he
No,
definitely
Super.
is.
Super sucked in.
Skeletor?
Yeah, Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Tarkin. I'm taking awful risks. This better work. So that was Vader's idea, though, right?
It was.
Yeah. And sometimes I even amaze myself. Oh, she knows, though.
She knows. She knows their shit.
She's a realist.
She's a realist. Sister. Oof. Imagine if Luke called her that. He maybe could have had an
Oh.
epiphany.
Yeah. It's like flashback to my birth.
Yeah. I thought I had a
Yeah.
sister with me.
I remember.
It's not over yet.
It is for me, sister. I'm in this for your revolution, and I'm not in it for you, princess. I expect to be well paid. I'm in
And see, character development. You know his full motives. He's here just for the money, but you know there's a good guy underneath. But you know, primarily he's just there for the money.
Your friend is quite a mercenary. I wonder if he really cares about anything. Or anybody.
So excited to see them back together in the new one.
I care. Trying to get out of the friend zone.
Yeah.
I care. Yeah, you're not as badass as him, Luke.
Needs to show some more chest.
Yeah, and grow some more hair.
Yeah. I'm not trying. How much older is Han Solo?
He's like a good
Compared
10
to
years.
10 years older?
They were
than
both in
Luke?
their 20s and he was like late 20s.
She's got a lot of spirit.
Because Carrie Fisher is like 56 and he's like 68 in real life, something like that. Like he's almost 70.
Yeah.
In great shape.
He gets shut down. You think a princess like her and a guy like me? No.
I don't. Yeah, so good. Good foreshadowing.
That's an extra scene, isn't it? I don't remember
I think
this.
so. Judging by that
That's
planet looking
original,
really CGI,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. That moment everyone
This is
thought it was
Yavin 4?
Earth. What?
Yavin
Is
4.
this Enderby?
The fourth moon on whatever planet was.
Don't
the red one was.
shoot!
It was a speed.
He's like, "Phew,
It was
I
a
can
speed
save the
gun.
galaxy."
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Choo,
Princess
choo.
Leia, you're
I got
going
him.
2 clicks over the speed limit.
The X-wings, so badass.
Isn't it quick and distant?
Whatever. I don't drive, man. Leave me alone.
No, I don't use clicks. Like,
You're safe.
That's not Bail Organa, is it? No, that's just a captain, right?
Yeah,
Now, isn't this where Biggs or Briggs comes in again? He embraces Luke?
I think so.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he's in the prequel because the hired actor looks exactly like him. What's that R2? Oh, they're uploading the plans.
The D-Star.
The D-Star.
Slowly making its way.
It's going pretty fast, actually.
it's moving at a pretty rapid rate.
Yeah. That's like a good, like, fast jog. Like,
Yeah.
or fast walk.
But it's through space, so it's
So it's
a lot
100
more.
times faster.
So it's a million times.
Still
quicker.
speed gunning it over here, this guy. So now the heroes are back at the base. They're trying to figure out their plan of tank, and the Death Star's heading their way.
So
So
those outfits.
that's where we are now. They're getting the cheesy but classy.
So good, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I mean.
But yeah, so now they're concocting their plan to take down the Death Star. And, yeah.
What'd you get for a reward? Got this lightsaber cheese knife. Yuck.
A night with Shmi.
She's dead at this point. There's no more Knights for Shmees. There's no more.
What a great name. I named my children Shmi.
We've talked about
You
this.
just children. Just name every one of your
Yeah.
kids Shmi.
Shmi.
Shmi number 3.
And then
So how did they determine this? That there's like this
So they
weak
got the
spot?
plans.
well, because they got there's making a movie about this called Rogue One where you get to see it. But in this, many how do you say it? Many Balafrians. How is I can pronounce
Balafrians?
many Balafrians.
Bothans?
Many Bothans
That's in
died
Return of the
getting
Jedi.
plans.
That's
What?
not this. That was in Return of the Jedi when they were meeting about Endor.
But-
They said many Bothans died to bring us this information.
I think-
This, they just managed to sneak the plans some other way.
I think you might be wrong.
Nope.
Oh, get shut down.
They don't mention Bothans at this point.
Oh, okay. I thought that was someone. I've heard a few people say that about Rogue One though, and they're the many Bothans that die.
Well, Bothans were first mentioned in Return of the Jedi, though. I promise you.
When's Rogue One coming out again?
Next year.
Yeah. Are they
December-
releasing it every for the next 3 years?
December
Or a
2016?
movie for the next
Yeah.
3
Well,
years?
not a Star. Like they will be stuff, but not the main trilogy. The main trilogy.
Yeah, I
is
know.
2
It's gonna be
years.
like it's gonna be this one, then Rogue One or whatever,
And then it'll go-
the other one.
What are
whatever
we
it's
at?
called.
7, or no, we're at 8. Then 4 years from
Is-
now, that'll be 8.
So
and
is,
then
is
after
Rogue One going to be like a trilogy and it's...
no, it's just a pre. It's a. They're calling it anthology stories. So stories that happen in the Star Wars mythos, but why they're
So there
taking-
might be more of them, but it won't necessarily
It shouldn't be
a
because
trilogy?
it's about the plans. So we kind of spoiler
Okay.
alert. We know how the movie ends. They get the plans,
Yeah.
but it's like their journey to get the plans. It's pretty much it's been described as a Star Wars heist movie, which sounds pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
So I think I'll go Star Wars, Rogue One, and then I'll go Star Wars, and then probably that rumored Han Solo movie will go in there, and then Star Wars 9, and then I guess it's a question of do you think they do more trilogies after?
I think they could.
But do you think they wait a while, like they do 9?
They'll
and
probably
they
wait,
wait
I
like
guess
5
I-
or 6 years?
They'll wait
I
a
guess I don't
while,
need
and then
to
they'll
go
probably
use
dish
the
out
app.
another
Because
Because
trilogy.
they don't want to do too many, and plus
gonna
there's
do
so
that.
many stories. Like they
I'm
could do
gonna
them
do
all.
some
They could do
bands
Han.
throwing your-
I
They
think
could
they should do a prequel, like old Republic.
That's
like,
why I said Knights of the Republic's perfect because
I'm so
they don't mess
salty
with
that
the
I
main
couldn't get
characters at all.
prequel.
It can be its own separate story. It takes place
So
thousands
sad.
of years. It's a great story, and that has a sequel
I'm
too,
rich
so it's
one
a
day, I'll
successful.
make your own.
And it has like you know
Make
the
your
twist
own.
in it, right?
A working pit boy.
the twist.
In
I'm not that smart.
the Knights of the Old Republic, the
You never
original
know.
one.
Could be smart one day.
I can't remember.
Well,
Like
spoiler
psychology,
alert if you haven't played the
philosophy,
game, but the
you know,
twist
not
is I'll give you 30 seconds to skip ahead.
science and
The
stuff.
twist is the main guy you're playing with
Science,
lost his
science.
memory, and he was actually the Sith Lord that was training the Sith that was there.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
what a
yeah,
huge
yeah.
twist that would be.
Sith
Right?
Lord.
And
Sith
at the end you
Lord.
have to decide if you're good or not.
And
So
the-
yeah, Knights of the Republic. That's what I really want as a movie.
Sith Lord.
Because
I agree.
it's a prequel that's not a prequel. It has nothing to do. Like you could maybe see Yoda as like a small like Jedi, but other than that, like it doesn't have to mess with the continuity at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be, and that could be about
That's Second Kiss.
and that could be about how the Sith really got started. Because he said, Emperor, remember the prequel, he said, like, oh, we could rule the world again. That could be about the ruling the world the first time.
I agree.
And you cast anybody, so.
Biggs.
Oh, there is Biggs.
Yeah. And yeah, the actor,
Biggs.
I'll show you.
B.I.G.
He looks
Is that
exactly.
Sacha Baron Cohen?
It's Duga Luna. No, they cast Duga Luna. They cast Duga Luna or Diego Luna for
Duga
Biggs,
Luna?
I'm sure. He's a really good actor.
Oh, I gotta get a board.
Biggs doesn't die, does he?
I thought he did.
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
suicided.
he does. Well, that's gonna be hard to see in Rogue One when he's flying around in that. Shoot.
Why is it gonna be hard to see? You know he'll
Well,
be
because
alive.
I don't like seeing characters that are alive in a prequel and then you know that they're gonna die.
So Mace Windu?
But you could say that about any
Mace
character.
Windu, I
Everyone
mean,
dies
I didn't
at
know
some
he was
point.
gonna die or what would happen.
You
Like,
like
'cause they
that
didn't
about
write a
Obi-Wan?
story yet when episode 1 and 2 were released.
Padme?
Padme? Oh, I didn't know.
Shmi?
Shmi, I didn't know.
The Jawas?
I mean, like, when they've written
They get burned
episodes
alive?
4, 5, and
They
6,
get
and then
burned
they
alive.
put out episodes 1, 2, and 3, so you know, like, oh, well, we know
Zucchini
Yoda's
people?
gonna die,
The zucchini
and,
peeps?
and Obi-Wan's gonna die. kind of thing.
IMDb, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. That's the title.
I mean,
Mads
that's not
Mikkelsen.
inaccurate.
My man, he's in Rogue
You
One.
didn't even believe you didn't believe me at first.
I did because he
you?
wasn't in the picture, remember?
Yeah.
I was like, I think you're wrong. Yeah, look at this guy. This is who they cast.
Oh,
Look how
I
much
would
he
say
looks
he
like
was like
Biggs.
literally the same person.
Yeah, that's the
Holy
caster.
cow.
He's unknown in the credits, but that's who they cast. And look at Biggs and look at that guy.
Yeah, I could
He's identical. So
Do you
for
think
sure.
Wedge is in this? Wedge Antilles?
Wedge?
He's a huge player in Star
Orange
Wars.
Wedge?
Wedge?
Maybe.
He's the
Lemon
leader
Wedge?
of. Well, he takes
Lemon
up the leader
Pledge?
of Rogue Squadron after Luke.
I know it sounds
Will be
bad,
with
but I
you.
just want to know if Matt
All
Mikkelson is
this.
Gallon or not. Because
I
that
would
would
want
that'd
him.
be
All this.
huge. If he's a Jedi, oof.
Well, if he
There's
is,
something to
if
stand
he
about
is
that.
like
Whoa.
Star Killer, that would mean the Force Unleashed plotline is
Yeah.
real now.
And
too.
then, if that was successful, you could do a prequel with Matt Mikkelsen. Boom! So excited. Imagine getting to see Matt Mikkelsen against Darth Vader. Fuck. At least that happens in the games. It'd be so good. Oh,
not just
I
against
just
Darth
wanna see
Vader,
that.
but the Emperor too.
What? Yeah, and you see Matt Mikkelsen with that.
Hey, Taylor, you have one of those in Lego form, don't you?
Yep. Yeah, you saw it.
I did.
Lego Star Destroyer, Lego X-wing, Lego ATT,
You have a Lego
Clone
Death Star?
Gunship. Not yet. That's $500. It's kind of expensive for me.
Kind of.
I feel like that'd be really boring to build. It would just
It would
be
be
like,
Yeah.
Cover me, Porkins. Oh, I'm having a little trouble here.
Porkins.
Porkins so good. He just like crashes because he's so fat.
you're weighing down the ship,
Look
Porkins.
at ship
that's
is
him.
shaking.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, I'm having a little
Leave
trouble here.
Porkins alone. I can't believe it's actually Porkins, though. That's kind of.
I know, I thought they made that up for the Family Guy one, and I rewatched this. I was like, oh my god.
There's Wedge Antilles. It's just,
Cover me, Porkins. Oh, I'm
I
having
feel
a
like the Death Star is like doesn't really have that great of defenses. Like these
Oh,
people
dude.
just kind of
it's
show
pretty
up.
stacked for defense.
Dude, they have
Yeah, when
turrets
you get
everywhere.
in close, you'll
They
see.
have turrets everywhere.
Yeah, but like I feel like
It's like a shotgun. Like when you get close, you don't want to mess with it. From far away, maybe not. But
Yeah, look at that.
look at that.
Look at that. Look
Dak Rauter's not in this, is he?
Like
at Dak.
Yeah.
Suck some Dak.
Try to suck some Dak.
That's so sad. That's actually like the best part. I totally forgot about that.
I think I
Or an
remember.
Imperial fleet.
I'm not
Ready to
good with the
suck
rope.
some Dak.
He gets one shot at.
you're not good with the rogue.
No, not because I never.
Oh.
Lots of people have this big affinity with the pilots. I didn't really care about them because I don't really like vehicles. So, like, I know Biggs and like maybe a few others, but
It's gonna have my
I
space
don't really
battles.
care about them. Yeah, see, he's a big space battle. I'm a Jedi lightsaber battle guy.
Yeah.
It's all about the ground crew for me. It's cool, but it's just like yeah, like
We're all bounty hunters.
love the bounty hunters.
Yeah, there you
Han
go.
Solo Boba Fett movie.
Yeah,
Bounty Hunters is the
that's
best.
a rumor. And apparently, the guys that did the guys that did the Lego movie are directing it
Oh, I'm
too.
having a little
That'll
trouble
be
here.
good,
They should just put Samus in the new Star Wars movie.
Not even ask Nintendo. Just she's there.
Having a little trouble here.
Oh, Porky's done.
Morgan's done. So right now we're in the middle of the Death Star battle. They're trying to destroy the Death Star.
Porky
Porkins just
wrecked.
got wrecked, yeah. Our first casualty.
And if we don't go over this good enough, don't worry. It happens again on the third one or the sixth one. So we'll recount it again. Pretty much the exact same thing is. Oh, there's a Death Star. And,
Their shields really suck on the Death Star.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But their attacks are so good. They take ships out in like one hit. These guys have been trained for years, though. You know, you gotta like.
Those are TIE fighters?
That farm boy is taking on Imperial trained TIE fighter pilots, and he manages to survive. Like, what
Why do they
the-
call them TIE fighters?
I love
Liar.
those. I love those outfits of TIE Fighter when they're in the cockpit. I love
Yeah.
the black and whatnot. And I actually like in this movie that you see Darth Vader when he's just like in like the TIE Fighter just flying.
He's not in a TIE fighter, actually. He's
Oh,
in
right,
a
but
TIE
he's-
bomber,
sorry.
I believe.
No, it's a TIE Advanced.
Okay, whatever.
TIE bombers have 2 capsules.
Whatever.
You're on too, Kirkland.
Oh, wow.
He's like, fuck, I'm doing this myself. I am the greatest pilot in the galaxy after all.
That is true.
According to Obi-Wan.
Look how small they are. Look, they're like little kids.
They're little Oompa Loompas. Oompa, oompa.
Doopity-dee.
You know, every time you see the zoomed in or the cockpit photo of the stormtrooper pilot, it's perfect to see that again in the Force Awakens trailer of the Chrome Trooper inside her
So
cockpit.
good, yeah. That's definitely missing. And I guess they did that in the prequel, but it's just, I don't know. I just didn't have the same, it doesn't have the same feeling where you look at that trailer like this feels like Star Wars, where the prequel feels like, it does feel like a Michael Bay Star Wars, you know? Like it feels like an action space movie. There's just something, like, I don't know, like just the lighting, the way it's dark and...
Wait, what? He didn't die?
Thanks, Wedge.
I
Where'd
did that
you-
move
Good
in
shoot.
Battlefront, actually.
Oh, really?
I
Good
have-
story, Hansel.
Can't do
I have it on my
new one.
recording.
He has proof, damn it.
I do have
Here we go.
proof.
TIE Interceptor.
Oh, Vader's out.
They should have went into the trench immediately. Why are they just doing it now? They let the enemy
didn't know where it
mobilize their
was.
TIE fighters.
Like, they had to find it. They had to ask for directions.
Ask for directions. Ask Jeeves.
It's kind of a confusing place. It just, everything looks the exact same.
It's really big, too.
Mm-hmm. Size of the planet, they say.
Yeah. They say.
You never really know.
Yeah. You can't trust
Y-wing
everyone.
bombers.
Yeah.
Switch
Oh.
on to targeting computer.
This is pretty ancient technology.
That guy gets shut down. He uses the targeting computer and misses, and Luke's
Yeah.
like, I don't need the targeting computer.
No, he
Well, he has the
actually
Force.
tries to use it
He's got the
first.
Force, yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then
he hears-
he
Starts hearing noises. He's like, whoa.
Shouldn't have took those shrooms Han
Yeah.
gave me.
I should have had those dark
Death sticks.
Death sticks.
You think the people down there in the trench would have had an extra squadron of fighters come in and take out the fighters behind them?
They only had 30, right?
I think so.
I was gonna say
Nice
something.
shoulder check before merging. Smart driver.
This guy's willing to sacrifice his own teammates just to win.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Roasted
And
on.
there, he's dead.
Boom.
Who's red leader?
The guy that's probably just gonna get killed soon here. Because Luke
Luke,
becomes Red Leader eventually.
Damn.
Isn't he red 4?
I don't know. Luke and Han become like generals in like a week.
Nice.
I feel like Han should not be a general.
He does become one.
That's okay, I guess.
General Solo.
Red boys.
Pretty much he gets a general. He becomes a general because he leaves, lets all these
General
guys
Solo.
die, and then comes back to save the day. And they're like, yes, let's give that guy the... But that's what I do like when you look at Force Awakens, and that's I think the disconnect with the prequels. Everything looks so high tech and like new. It's like, and this was supposed to happen before these movies, where like the new Star Wars movies, everything looks old, but just in
Yeah.
HD. And that's what they should have done, or should have done in a way in the prequels. Like in the prequels, they make it look like there's like a recession. Like they had this great technology, and then they went
Well,
shit.
the Imperials look pretty high tech and advanced, but like the Rebels and stuff, they don't have access to a lot of this good shit.
They don't look that high tech, the Imperials.
They
Let's be
look- They look
honest.
pretty decent.
I think they got too excited with the CGI.
Yeah. Well,
Then they
just
just
a
went
little.
overboard.
Just a little. Oh,
I mean, like, yeah.
I just like this, like seeing this in HD. Like
Yeah.
with those trailers, when you see the X-wings and the Y-wings, they
Mhm.
look old and rusted and like pieces of crap, but they look in HD, so it looks amazing. And like we're gonna get to hear those same sounds and the same
Yeah.
like that's the
The
same
sound
thing that I was
effects,
missing.
so
It
good.
did like the people, they just didn't feel like Star Wars. And this, like honestly, this feels like Star Wars because it's the original trilogy. But I'm looking so forward. Like it's only a month away. Like
Yeah.
I cannot wait to actually just see this and stop speculating and just
Mhm.
to see it. Oh, he's so close. And it misses, right? Or-
It hit the rim on the outside.
The rim, okay.
The rim, yep.
It didn't go in.
It impacted the surface. didn't go in.
It's scraped.
That's what his wife
The
told him.
edges.
Is that Vader behind him?
He's in the TIE Interceptor.
No, Vader's behind that guy, right?
Yeah.
Isn't
He's
he in
never
his pack?
behind Luke, right?
He gets behind Luke at one
Does
point.
he try to shoot Luke?
Yeah, and then Han Solo
Man.
saves him. He kills R2
He's like,
actually.
wahoo!
He kills R2?
Yeah, R2 dies.
No, he
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He dies, and they
No.
rebuild him.
You're a filthy liar.
I'm not kidding. They do.
He can't die. He's a robot.
Well, yeah.
He was never living. How can you die if you're not living?
Thanks for
Some
backing me up,
things.
Dylan.
Those spiders up our back.
Actually, no one's seen Pet Sematary. I'm not going to drop the quote.
Will you be able to pull out in
Beggar's
time?
Canyon. Classic Beggar's Canyon.
Do you think Luke will pull out in time?
Anakin didn't, so. But imagine if Dark just shot his son down. Like, man.
All he says, he doesn't
He
pick
didn't
up
know
that
it's
he's
his
his
son,
son or anything. No, he just says, "Oh, the Force is strong with this one."
No, because he doesn't meet him yet. When does he know that he's... He must know...
He
The
knows.
fifth one.
He
At
knows
the end of
after
the fifth.
before the fifth one. He knows it's his
I was
son.
going to say, because they probably... Once they promote him to general, he probably finds that, oh, they have a general like Skywalker. Like,
They actually released a new. Disney has permitted this. Like, it's a new Star Wars book that came out, and it actually shows like Luke meet Vader for the first time or something like that. I think.
like before this?
No, after this, but it goes
I mean,
over
sorry,
like when they
before the
first
fifth
encounter.
one?
Yeah.
That's strange. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want like their first meeting to be that, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, you should read the you should when they put out graphic novel, you should read the comics. Darth Maul made a little appearance in
Really?
in Star Wars one a little while ago. Leia, she was walking the same like the remnants of where they had that fight with Darth Maul, and she had a flash of it in her mind.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then they did a prequel to the Force Awakens, a 4-issue thing, and it ended with Luke saying he was going to go start a Jedi Council.
Really?
So obviously something happened that made him not
That
start
was
it.
in
And that's
comics?
why, yeah.
Or
and
is that in the book after?
No,
that?
it's the 4-issue. And they've said it's a prequel to the Force Awakens.
Wow.
So I guarantee you, Kylo Ren was maybe like his first student, and it went terribly wrong, and maybe that's why he's like no. So apparently he did try to start a Jedi Council. Or that was his plan. And then it also showed that Poe is not a Skywalker solo. I forgot to mention that a long time ago in the first issue. You meet his parents, unless it's like a plant, but he's not a solo Skywalker.
Okay.
Because Luke meets his parents,
Okay.
so he's not a part of the family. So that's why I definitely think maybe it is. Anyways, back to this. Everyone's dead but Luke, right? At this point,
Wedge is still alive.
Wedge.
Wedge pitched out.
You'll see
Oh.
R2 get killed
I
here.
don't even know. But they don't really. How do you know they rebuild it?
Rebuild what? R2?
We can rebuild
Yeah.
him. We have the
Well,
technology.
you see him get destroyed here.
But I mean, like, when in the second movie do they say they rebuild them?
R2?
Yeah.
No, they rebuild him at the end here
I'll
of the
have to
movie.
look.
See?
Oh, Darth does take some shots. At
Look,
this.
he's dead. He just
He's
He's not
die.
dead.
Look,
Look,
he's still.
His lights on. His
no,
lights on.
he's
Lights on.
roasted. And when they take him out of the ship, you see him destroyed.
Boom,
C-3PO
roasted.
has a sissy fit about it. He just took a spaceship's turbo laser
R2's
blast.
durable, man. R2's a
I
boss.
don't
He's a
know.
robot,
He's the
though.
greatest
He doesn't
droid
feel
in all the
pain.
line.
So BB-8.
I think R2's
Can't
better.
kill a robot,
But we'll see.
though.
You know BB-8's supposed to be a girl? Did we talk about this?
Really? I didn't know robots could be boy or girl.
No, they say in Star Wars they give them a gender. I guess
Really?
that's in like.
That is really fucked.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Robots don't reproduce.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Have you ever seen Future?
No, they just like so they can have qualities of a man.
Robosexual.
Look! Did you see that Darth Vader like
Yeah.
turning the cam? Yeah. Just made it. This guy. Let's do it.
Can't we
So-
just put some plywood over there or something?
Luke just shot his beams into the Death Star. And
Proton
it's
torpedoes.
gone. Proton torpedoes. Slippers, Moss Teeth guy's gone. And then like they in the third one make it seem like they were rebuilding parts of the Death Star from the old one, but right there makes it seem like the whole thing blows up.
Well, but that was mostly just the flash, because the flash of the explosion, because they couldn't build a new Death Star like that within 5 years.
Yeah.
'Cause
Because
it
it took
took
them
20
20
years.
to build the first one.
But there is speculation, like, because if you look at the original
Sorry.
storyline, like, if you look into the Yuuzhan Vong and all that
Yeah.
stuff, that serious threat, the Imperial was building that Death Star, and then they had the second Death Star already under
Did they make
construction.
out here?
Yeah.
Because the second Death Star actually looks way, way bigger than the first one here.
He's
when
stoked on
the
it.
Superstar
Oh, you
crashes
come
into
back.
it.
Oh,
and
he
all
just
that.
slapped him in the face?
Well, excited, like a sports, like, you know, getting fired up.
Look, he's dead.
Can you hear me? Hang on, he just might be knocked out. Say something. You can repair him, can't you? See, repair him though. I don't think that counts as dead. I think that's like if an athlete
it's
tears their quad, they're like we can repair him, we can fix him up.
Yeah, but look, he's shut down. He's toast, just
he's
like
unconscious.
C-3PO
But-
got killed.
All
Robots
show me-
can take naps too.
Anyways, before we get back
He's
in
in
that
standby
argument,
mode.
this is the end right here. And once again, as the prequels felt like it took so long to get to the ending, this just flew by. Like this movie flew by.
Yeah, that had good, better pacing.
We had lots of fun. Like this was great. We're getting the ceremony. Love Luke's jacket.
Yeah.
Love it. Want it. Need it.
Love it, want it, need it.
I'm gonna get a meme of Luke with that jacket. Love it. Want it. Need it.
This
Leia.
part's pretty good,
Looking
actually.
spicy.
She's rocking the top.
There's something I
bun.
gotta point out
Her
here.
2 buns converted into 1.
One big bun.
And all of them giving their respects to Luke Han. Even though, like, I don't know if Han really deserves it because he let all those people die and then came and saved it. But whatever.
you'll
he did,
see
he did
here.
save Luke.
He did save.
Luke
Yeah.
smiles and
And Leia.
Leia smiles, and then look, you'll see it here.
She like blushes. Doesn't
Han
she?
Solo smiles, and Leia's just like, "Oh, fuck off."
That's pretty good. But that's the story of love, right? That guy always gets the girl. that guy.
Little wink.
Little
Shows he's a lady
The
now.
young
Luke's getting
wink.
so
Oh,
excited.
he's looking polished.
He's looking
He
shiny.
got his oil bath.
His oil
His
bath.
shiny metal ass.
In the metal. I love how in the prequel they try to recreate this not as
Yeah.
magical with their little parade. Look, oh, there's R2. He's fine. I don't think he's
Not dead at
I think
all.
he was just
He's
unconscious.
dead if you ask me.
I think
That's
it's
so
it's like your
dead.
phone, even though it dies. It's
Yeah.
not like dead. You just gotta recharge it. I think R2 just need a
Because
good
you can
recharge.
easily rebuild yours. That's why when you say, "Oh, like R2D2 or someone's gonna get killed in the Force Awakens," they're not gonna kill R2D2.
But
But they
if-
can rebuild them.
I said if they melted him.
They melted them.
Yay! They're all clapping. Doesn't they look at each other and like laugh or something? Or I thought it came, maybe not.
Oh.
And it's
Whoa.
over. We're done. No more Star Wars movies.
Rendon
That's the end.
George.
I like
That would have
it.
been strange if it would have bombed, and that would have been it. But I guess you got that whole story.
That'd been a good movie though.
Yeah. I guess
Good
because
stand-
You would want more.
you'd want more, and you kind of be mad that Vader didn't get like an ending. He just kind of flew away.
Mark
But
Hamill.
It was a conspiracy. He just so happened to be in his fighter when the explosion went down.
I think
You're
that's
fishing.
I think that's on purpose. I think he like that's smart of Vader, and that's Vader I wanted. Like the
Guinness.
yeah, and Alec Guinness. That was a big deal when he did it.
It's a lot of voices as Darth Vader.
No,
James
Anthony
Earl.
Daniels C-3PO. No, nice try. All right, so what do we all think? Obviously, big improvement from the
Oh,
prequels. We've grown up with this,
Yeah,
but
that was good.
if you had to give this,
I haven't seen that in a minute, but it was good.
it was good, even with subtitles.
Even
And-
without
but that's what I
actually
mean.
hearing anything.
Don't you find out even with subtitles and no music, the
London
prequels
Symphony
are not as
Orchestra.
good as
Well,
this. Like,
honestly, like I feel like even though I can't hear anything and I'm only reading about half
you get
of
it, you feel it.
Oh, because you guys just tell me in great detail what exactly every
'Cause we
scene is.
love it.
You tell me more than is actually gonna. They'll tell me in the scene. So
Yeah. So what are you giving
So
it,
good.
Dylan? Out of
Uh,
10.
I have to go out 10.
Yeah.
What
What else are you gonna go out of? Remember you hit back to the 7 scale?
Out of 12.
I don't know. I'll give it like a 8.5.
Okay. 8.5.
I'd
Kirkland?
go at 8.5.
Yeah.
Maybe 8.6 to give it an 8.
Oh yeah.
Leia's buns will add
Yeah.
0.3.
Yeah, Leia's bunch is pretty
8.8.
good.
Yeah.
Which buns you
Harrison
talking
Ford is like instant 6, so I
Yeah.
basically started
That's
at
the
6.
lowest possible.
What keeps
score.
it from being like? I'm not saying I give it 10, but what would keep it from being a 10 on it? Because that's what I'm trying to think about right now as I rate it. Like, what is like a negative? And I'm trying to think.
Well,
Not counting datedness, because that doesn't count. Like, let's say take that out of it, like effects and whatnot. Like just the story overall. I'm trying to think. And it's hard. I don't know what brings it down really.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Well, I think because of that, like I was gonna give it a 9, but I think I have to give it a 10 until I come up with something I didn't like.
Well, like,
The only reason I don't want to give it 10 is because Empire Strikes Back is like a solid 10. Like
what
that
I
is
was
the
gonna say.
10.
That's what I was gonna say. Like the reason I didn't give it a 10 is because that 10 is the next movie.
But it's not that like it's better, but it's better because it's like a bit darker. But
I just liked it more.
It seemed like the only
Because, like,
issues
the-
that we pointed out were because we're watching the edited version and they added
Yeah.
weird things
I'm
that
trying to
didn't need to
think.
be added.
What did I not like? You know what? I'll give it a 9.5 because as let's say this is a standalone movie and it doesn't work, I'll give it the whole. The only thing I put was negative is Vader just kind of flying off is kind of weird. This was the movie, if let's say this was only one movie, and he
Yeah,
just,
but it's not.
but no, we're saying they write it as that. What if it bombed?
Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. We don't
It's
have to
just-
think about that because
Very true.
all of that happened before we were born, so it's irrelevant.
Well, then I gotta give it a 10. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think.
Why are
of-
you sorry about that?
What? Because I felt I'm
so sorry. I failed you guys.
Like, I guess it should be a 10 because it's hard for me to give out 10 for something because that means it's perfect or it's just really great. Like maybe it's
Yeah.
not perfect because effects, but like it's hard for me to think of anything negative.
I mean, I'm not as into Star Wars as you, so that's why
Yeah,
it wouldn't default to 10 as me. Just 'cause,
Yeah.
like,
I love Star Wars. I love sci-fi. The whole cast holds up. The storyline holds up. Like the emotion holds up. Like there's not too many plot holes, so. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna smack the perfect score on there, like, and I guess it's not a bad thing. It's Star Wars, but
Yeah.
and like I know we gotta still do Empire, but for me, like it's a spoiler. Empire is like a 10 for me right away. Like
Oh yeah.
it's so I've watched that one the most, truthfully, and I
Yeah.
love it. But that I guess I'll give that like an 11.
That one though, like when I first watched it, like when I was really young, I was like, "This is so awesome!" Like I
Yeah.
just love like the whole Hoth battles
Yeah.
and all of that. And like, so yeah, that's why I didn't give this one a 10 because just for me, when I think of like the best Star Wars, that's that one.
Yeah, I'll think.
I think that's personal though.
Yeah.
Personal opinion.
I'll think till next cast. If I can think of a reason to knock it down, then maybe not. But Taylor, you want to close us off, or what's your rating?
I would give it an 8.0.
An 8.0. So
Yeah.
you would rank this as high as Revenge of the Sith. They're on the same level.
No, Revenge of the Sith, I gave 8.5.
Oh.
So you would rank this lower than that last prequel one we just
For
watched.
Okay,
different
Taylor, that's-
reasons.
like, you can't give us that score what I gave this one. That's not fair.
You
You can't put that hurt on me. I feel bad now.
Elaborate, Taylor, please.
Yeah,
I-
tell us why this is not. We've talked about like the characters are more developed. There's a greater ending.
Yeah, I mean, I like the ending, I like the character development, I like all that, but I find like the whole time on Tatooine stuff, it's not as exciting for me for a Star Wars film. I guess it's just a lot of story and all that, and I mean, I like the story and all that, but it's just
that's what the
it's
prequel
very-
didn't have.
What's your score?
8.
for this?
It's
8.
lower than the last one.
I like Revenge. I like Revenge of the Sith because of those scenes, and I feel like
The CGI.
not the CGI, like the scenes.
So
that
for
were in
5
it.
scenes that are really cool, you like over a whole movie that is really good.
Because for me, like, scenes have that emotion and all that stuff. And
These
for
have
me-
emotional scenes too. When
They-
he loses
I don't know.
Ben,
This is Ben.
when they're about to
No.
get crushed and they're laughing and
The
they're like,
headbutt.
No,
the headbutt's like an instant 2 points.
Yeah.
The
And all of Han's
headbutt,
jokes,
the
that's all
headbutt
moments
for
and
me,
scenes are
I'll
cool.
make it a 9 because of the headbutt. I didn't take that into
How
consideration.
long is this movie?
An hour and 40 minutes, I feel, because we started around like
It
3.
can't be an hour and 40 minutes. It has to be longer than that.
We started around 3.
I feel like it wasn't that long. I don't know.
I feel like it's
it might have
definitely-
been just as long, but the pacing is way better, so it seems.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it
It's
drags
not
on as
all
much.
over with like
It's not slow.
Revenge
right?
of the Sith. It feels like 3 different movies. Like,
Yeah.
That was
oh,
kind of painful.
here's
watching the
General
third
Grievous, and
movie.
then
Yeah.
here's Anakin, then here's Anakin Fine. I can't. So you're giving it a 9 now.
I'll give it a 9, yeah. Like, when we get to Empire Strikes Back, that's a 10 for me,
Yeah.
for sure, because that's my favorite out of all of them.
Everyone, that's a full on.
But yeah, like for this one, like I have to give it like props for all the music and it's so good. All
The
like
score is
like
great.
this scene, like right there when it like Tatooine, such a good shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find the runtime and then we will head out of here. It is 120 minutes, so it's exactly 2 hours.
Really? Holy cow.
Yeah, which is shorter because I think Empire Strikes Back is the longest. I think that's like 2 hours and like 20 something, and then I think Return of the Jedi I think is like only like 2 hours and 10. Like that one's it. This one is like it seems shorter. Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi, but anyway, so okay, we all gave our score. I'm very happy we're into the good trilogies. So
Mhm.
next time you join us, hopefully our goal is to have all 5 of us here to watch the last 2, and yeah, and then God, Star Wars is coming out soon. So Taylor, where can they find us? In the interwebs.
Well, you know, all you fans out there in the Star Wars GeekVerse universe, wherever you are, you can go on to Facebook. You can go to that search bar, and if you type in GeekVerse Podcast, we're going to be at the top of that list. That's where you'll find us.
Okay, and then on Twitter, you can find us at GeekVerseCast, all your daily
Daily
updates,
Fun
schedule
polls,
things.
good times.
Yeah, polls. Thank you, Twitter. They gave me the poll option. I was a little low, behind. They took a while, but I love the polls, and yeah, we'll be back with the next couple too, and then Star Wars. So, well, Star Wars Force Awakens. So, very excited. So, thank you for making us part of your day, night, week, month, whenever you listen to this. Have a good one, and may the Force be with you.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.